Live from Las Vegas, it's Barman Sunday Night Poker!
Ladies and gentlemen, I am the Sarcastic Barman, and welcome to another night of Sunday Night Poker, because why the hell not? What else you can do on a Sunday? You can't go anywhere. So come here, enjoy poker, watch us play really badly. We've got jokes, we've got laughs, we've got everything you need to get through this goddamn lockdown, and we've even got a new Discord server for the Eie Network. Woohoo! Please see link in description as I speak. Now let's go around the table, say hello to everyone, and we're going to start with Corpus Defectus, because you're sat next to me, but can you please...
Oh, hell no.
My leg.
I wish I didn't.
How are you doing, mate? What's going on in your world?
I'm doing fine. I am working on a new video because somehow Dell seemed to challenge me. Or I challenged him and he took the bait, so now he's screwed.
Nice. I've just dropped the link for your trailer for your new video in the chat now. So hopefully that'll go down well. And you bugger, you beat me at the last bloody turn of the card there, didn't you? I had the trips to the bloody flop. Swat. Oh,
I love you too.
No, I'll let you off. Oh, but then sitting in the corner, being very quiet for once, which is quite scary. It's Punchy!
Barman!
Yay! How are you doing, Punchy?
I'm doing well. I to a friend's place last night. They just bought a new house. They had a little housewarming there, and
Nice.
today's just been sunny and swelteringly hot. It's like 9 degrees outside. Goddamn.
9. Wow.
I know.
Well done.
Yes,
One day you'll get to like Welsh summer temperatures of 10.
Well, apparently, according to the forecast, next Sunday is supposed to go up, or this Sunday I should say, is supposed to go up to 22. That's still pretty far. That's still pretty far in the future for that to be accurate. But it's good to know it's going to be getting warmer soon, at least.
Well done.
Oh, thank goodness, right?
You'll be sunbathing before we know it, and your little white legs won't be white anymore.
Oh no! Believe me, the only parts of my body that tan are my forearms and my calves. Like, so when I go to the beach, it literally, and if I'm just wearing a bathing suit, it looks like I'm wearing white socks, a white t-shirt, and white gloves, because I wear gloves at work in summer, so everything is white except for my forearms and my calves.
Oh, God. Oh, it's a very worrying thought and sight, that is, mate. So we're going to leave you in the corner for now. And, Aimee!
Barman! Punchy!
Hey. How are you doing, Aimee?
Hey. I am great, thank you. And you?
Yeah, not too bad. Having a good week. Made loads of videos. So, yeah, it's going well.
Cool. Awesome. I'm excited. We've got the UnCalled Four tonight. We're going to be helping Glober Mommy celebrate her year on YouTube, and that's going to be so much fun. She's got some awesome stuff lined up. So we're excited. We're going to have fun.
Nice. Cannot wait for that one. It's going to be awesome. And then twiddling the buttons, playing with his knob, Tattie!
Ooh, Tattie!
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 All right, Trips. How's it going?
Aye.
Sorry, man, you caught me mid-file there. Had to tuck my knob away and obviously grab the mic. My hands were full. What can I say?
I was going to say it didn't sound like you were prepared for that.
No, you caught me mid-zip.
I see. You pulled a Kent Hoban then. You weren't prepared
He
for
did.
that.
I pulled a Kent Hoban. I pulled a dick.
Oh,
Anyway.
God.
No, man. I've been having a nice chill day today, actually. Was on a members-only live stream with the one and only Mr. Katz.
Hey!
With the lovely Keela.
Yeah, it's fun.
It's been great fun, man. It was great fun. And other than that, just been dicking about.
Nice. Well, why not? It's Sunday. It's what they're made for.
That's right.
And I'm off all week.
Ooh,
Woo-hoo.
Show off. I'm always off at the moment. There's not much to do. Oh, but never mind. And then we've got the fabulous Chris Vick, also known as Mr. Victory. Mr. V, how are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing good, guys. I'm ready to play some poker and have some fun.
Nice. You wanted us to show off some awesome new stuff as well, didn't you, if I'm not mistaken?
Yes, I did.
Ooh. Well, hopefully, Mr. Mid-Zip can show some of that off now, and you can tell us what he's showing off.
Okay.
I've got all of one to show.
Awesome.
So bear with me 2 seconds. Because if you're saying that, I'm thinking, yes, I
Good
did
job,
download
Barman.
it.
Thank you.
Bugger. I forgot to bloody upload it again. So
Oh, no.
tell us what it is, and it'll be on in 3 seconds.
Okay. So hope everybody is doing well.
We are. Thank you. How about you?
There we go.
Oh, cool. Okay. So right here is basically how I start my artwork, and I created a sculpture in 3D, and basically take that, and if Tatty could pull up the next one.
There is no next one.
Did you
the
not
next one?
send them, Mr. V? I told you to send them him.
Oh, I
I've got
must.
one.
No worries.
That one?
I shall quickly go into my things now. Where are you?
It's not poker without some problems.
There we go. Right. Copy link. Send to Tatty. There we go. There's another one, Tatty.
Cool. And I'll grab that.
Copy link. I'll send like all three and be done with. And we're gonna bet because betting is what we do. It's poker. Copy link. There we go. That's all three over.
Right, I got. I have no time to do nothing. It goes down so fast now.
Oh, the count. Yeah, the hand's not a very big delay right now.
No, well, it should be on. It obviously didn't click over to the 30-odd seconds like it normally does. Why is it not done that?
Yeah.
That's going.
Yeah,
like 10
and
seconds.
Yeah, do you know how hard it is to look at porn and do this at the same time and it goes down that fast?
Or if you just get a stupid notification in the way, you
Oh,
can't
I
click
know.
through it. And it's like,
Yeah.
Yeah. It's set to bloody 12 seconds instead of the normal 30. That's a pain in the butt.
Okay.
Yes.
Second offering
Drop day.
on its way.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, that, okay.
Ooh, cards.
I know, because that last hand it wouldn't let me click through, so it would have been I would have had a some trips and a pair, and it was just like, oh man.
Mr. V, your next image is up. The nice, one of the ones you sent me.
Yes, that one. Basically, this is how it turns out after I'm done with
That's beautiful.
the painting.
That's
but
gorgeous.
that model that you see from the first time is actually this.
Wow.
Yeah, cool.
That's
Wow.
really cool.
And if Tatty could go to the next one.
Oh, I
And
like
then
that.
That's really
Exact-
cool as well.
exactly the same thing. I could get so many different variations with one model and one sculpt.
Colors are lovely in that one.
Mhm.
They're
That's
lush,
pretty.
aren't they?
And then the last one is actually one of my favorites.
That one is cool as well.
That's
Fair
amazing.
play, dude. They are fucking awesome.
And that actually is like when I first did one of these abstracts back in
Good job,
'99.
Panchai.
That was the same colors for the first one I did. That's kind of why that one's kind of my favorite.
It's pretty.
They look
Those are beautiful.
damn lush. And the next question is, where can we get them?
I can throw up the link to my email, and until I get my other channel, I'm working on a channel for all these. You guys can email me if you guys want to print, or even I'll make them on T-shirts and shoes actually too.
That'd be
Oh
cool.
wow.
Yeah, drop the link, mate. That's we're still the shills. Shill yourself out because they are damn awesome.
Yep.
Awesome.
They are. They're amazing.
And the next step what I'm going to do with these is actually they're going to be immersive. So, if you have like a 3D or I'm sorry, a virtual reality headset, you can actually walk through the paintings itself.
Damn, that would be cool.
That's nice.
Wow.
That would be awesome.
So,
No, that's another reason for me to get a VR headset.
well,
Yeah.
it comes down quite a bit, that's for sure.
They are coming down. It would be cool. Oh, but from awesome pictures to little goats. Crafty Keeler, how are you doing?
Hello, I'm good. I actually had a new baby born at like 6 o'clock this morning.
Oh,
Yeah, he's doing very, very well. He's huge.
nice.
Little
Wow.
monster.
Baby goats
yeah.
are so cute. I'll never
They
get
are,
over the
they're
eyes,
adorable.
but they're still so cute.
The eyes are amazing. They can see in panoramic view. It's beautiful.
Oh, very cool.
That's
very, very
awesome.
cool. Anything else awesome going on with you, Crafty?
No, I mean, I'm still working on the language video. So it's kind of centered around how globe deniers use language to kind of invite people in and manipulate them. So I'm still working on that. There's been a few drawbacks with that, and then I'm also still working on a proper introduction for the Debunk Duo. So if anyone
Nice.
doesn't know about the Debunk Duo, they are the first two babies born of this season. Their names are Space Comma and Kepler, voted by the
Hey, I'm
public
sorry.
of Mr. Sensible's channel and Conspiracy Cat's channel. So
You mean no one wanted to name one of the
Excellent.
goats Goaty McGoat?
right. So there was on both, weirdly enough, on both channels, on both votes, there was an option for Goaty McGoatface. Both failed,
No
which I'm
way!
kind of happy about. So Space Comma is very adventurous. He is absolutely incredible. And Kepler is more reserved and will stay, because he's the oldest, he will stay back with all of the other kids and make sure that all of the other kids are taken care of and
Aw.
kind of feel comfortable. So it's interesting to see the different personalities that are coming out.
Nice.
That's
Okay,
awesome.
I didn't want to interrupt anyone earlier, but did anyone see my last hand? I was one fucking card away from a straight flush.
Oh, Punchy,
on
it
the-
sucks to be you.
Ouch.
On the table, there was a three of hearts, a five of hearts. I had a 6 and a 7 of hearts. Then an 8 of hearts popped up, and I was like, "Son of a bitch!"
Oh, but next we've got the fabulous Pip, who's got some extra special news for us today.
Ooh, yes, I do. You want me to do it now or later?
You can do it now and later if you want, Pip.
Okay, well, with the help of some friends, I'm having a live stream tonight at 11 o'clock, squeezing myself in between this and the UnCalled Four. So I would love to see you all there, my channel, 11 o'clock, for a game of Quick-Lash and some stories and fun. I hope.
Sounds awesome. I've just dropped the link in chat there.
Thank you.
Can
very
you
much.
explain why you're having this live stream?
Oh, I
Yeah,
did.
that'd be
But
good.
I reached 700 subs yesterday.
Oh, wow. Congratulations.
Oh,
And
That's
as of right
amazing.
now, it
Do we
is
get pie? Do we get pie or what?
730.
Wow.
Yep.
I'm sure last week you were on
Awesome.
like 400 and something.
Yeah.
Because didn't we talk
Yeah.
about you missed your
How did you do
333
that?
screenshot?
Who did you buy?
I put out a video like a week ago or a week and a half ago, and I was at like 250 subscribers. I'm now at 714.
Wow.
So yay, welcome to the 700 club. Woohoo!
Thank you.
Oh, well done.
Took me long enough.
Yay!
Oh, well done to both of you.
Well,
So,
thank
yeah.
you. One
Yeah.
of my
That's
little- one of my
so
little tours is kind of
Congratulations.
over 105,000 views.
Wow. So straight after this,
Brilliant.
don't forget the link will be flopping about on the description a few times, so make sure you get over there. I'm folding that crap. And then last but not least, joining us slightly late to the game, it's AB Science.
Hello, fine people.
hello.
How are you doing, Squire? Long time no
Yeah.
speak.
Yeah, I know. I've been absolutely hectic here on my end. It's been fucking mental doing this whole lockdown thing and doing lots of stuff at the moment.
Oh, but it's always good to be busy. It's better than being bored.
Yeah, it's just I've taken on so much, and yeah, I'm just looking at my to-do list. I mean, I'm currently involved in writing 2 papers. I'm just starting up a whole new thing as part of my channel, as publishing on medium.com for stuff that I can't do in videos. Oh god, I've just kind of cracked one thing for this record I've been trying to write for about 5 years now. I'm just at the starting stage of getting involved in doing some videos with Professor Dave.
Oh, nice.
I'm writing a fucking textbook.
Good job, man.
I'm writing music for I'm just experimenting. I'm not saying I'm writing music. I'm just experimenting with writing some music for Planner Walk's game. I'm fucking losing my shit right now.
I'm not surprised. Jesus Christ, you are one busy man.
Wow.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, it's getting a bit. Oh, it's getting a bit silly, but it's all in good fun.
Well, make sure you get some chill out time, because otherwise you're just going to burn yourself out, and that'd be no good.
I did have a question for Craft Tequila about talking about the language that Globe denied to try and convince people. Have you ever considered looking into a lady called Savitri Devi?
I have.
Yeah, because she is a piece of work, and I've found that a lot of her approach is very similar to, especially around the whole syncretism thing.
Yeah,
is very similar to the approach that a lot of flat earthers take. I mean, obviously, flat earthers are not as nefarious as neo-Nazis, but
no. And what's interesting about it, and you'll see in the video, is the similarities between cultism and the conspiracy, not just flat Earth, but conspiracies in general, and how they've drawn people in.
Yeah, it's quite interesting because it's just the it's the occult and what was the other name with Madame Blavatsky, her spiel around this, and I just found so many similarities between flat Earth and
there's a lot.
Yeah, it's interesting.
I mean, they're not a whole world apart. Like it is about manipulation and catching people on a crossroads, and how they manipulate people's thoughts and trust in the system or mistrust in the system. So yeah, it's very similar.
Yeah, there's this idea of blind mistrust that I've been toying with. You have the idea that they accuse us of having blind trust in the system and blind trust in the establishment, which is incorrect. And I would, seriously criticize anyone who has blind trust in the establishment. But they're on the opposite scale. They've got blind distrust.
Well, actually, my argument is that they have more trust in the system than we do, because they believe that the system is able to actually work together as closely as it does.
Well, that's true, yeah.
So they put more trust in the system's abilities than ordinary people do.
Well, because I suppose that's an interesting point, isn't it? Because I suppose to subscribe to such a wide-ranging conspiracy, you have to ascribe a lot of competence to these people.
Yeah.
What I notice especially is that they tell people to distrust official science and to throw that all away and trust completely in their view of the world.
Yeah, but the thing is, what they don't realize,
do.
But what they don't realize is that official science doesn't trust official science.
Of course not.
if we
Who was
trust
it? Who
you-
was it that said as soon as you publish anything, there's like, I think it was actually in the documentary on Netflix. As soon as you publish something in the scientific community, there's like 20 or 30 people ready to tear that limb from limb
Oh yeah,
to
absolutely.
prove you wrong.
I've experienced that several times.
I was
You
going to
know,
say, Joe, you've mentioned that before, haven't you?
oh yeah, but because, but it goes even further, right? Because every time you publish something, you are actually saying, "I've disproven science."
Yeah.
Because every time, you know, I have challenged the theory, and that's what you're saying. Because no one publishes something that's like, "Oh yeah, we already know that." And if you were to say that, and if scientists weren't to challenge the established theory, then we would stop. We would go home, or you get a different job that actually pays well. Because if we're saying, "Oh yeah, the theory is right," then we wouldn't question it. We wouldn't do an experiment.
I think there's a collaboration starting up between me and AB Science here.
I see a new series coming when AB Science grows a third arm so he can get all his stuff done.
Yeah, I know, right?
I need
A
second
while away,
brain
a
in
while
that.
away.
Could be
Need some
cool then.
bones.
Who knows? That's all the round the tables done. I'll just have to mention that the featured artist tonight is Benton Smith. We've got 3 songs from him. He should be playing in the background, but I'm quite worried that I've not heard any music. So
I can't hear it either.
normally we hear it, so I'll leave that to Tatty to worry about.
One of these days, I will be the featured
Nice.
artist on here.
Give us 3 original songs. I'll play you tomorrow.
I've
Saying
got
that, I'm
real
sure you've got
original
3
stuff.
original songs. Yeah.
Oh, I've got albums full of that stuff. Not
Wow.
anything that I'm willing to make public at the moment.
Yeah, I've got all this stuff, but it's shit, so you can't hear it.
Hey, you send me some songs, man. More than happy to play them.
Well,
There we go.
it's just going to be in a position where I feel it's ready for the public.
Nice.
The problem
Well-
is that I'm working in a room which is very bad for mixing. So it's like it sounds really good when I'm listening to it here, but it's not a studio environment. It's not a proper recording studio environment. Every time I play it on the slightly different speakers, I go, "Oh, that sounds." So I need to spend a bit of cash so I can have some mixing time in a proper recording studio
Mm-hmm.
and do all the proper steps that you would expect it to.
Make it all sound awesome, and then we can have lots and lots of AB music.
That would be nice.
I mean, it is pretty silly music.
There's nothing wrong with silly music.
I mean, you know, it's all very angry. I mean, all the music you're playing right now is lovely. What I do is quite horrible.
Oh,
Well, hey, I listen to heavy metal. I know all about angry sounding music.
Yeah, that's what I
No,
listen to
heavy
too.
metal is not that angry though.
It's not
Right.
angry, but it sounds angry because they're screaming at you for half the song.
yeah. I could never actually imagine Punchy being angry or listening to angry music. Just sounds like he'd apologize afterwards.
Yeah,
You know what? You take that back. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that.
yeah, but that is most metalheads though, isn't it?
Nice,
I mean,
Tad.
That's
been-
true. Metalheads are very timid creatures.
I've been
Thank
running in that
Good
crowd for too
job,
long.
Daddy.
I've been running in that crowd for so long. It's they're just it's all very unless you tell them that metal is shit.
Well, I saw there's a really funny video I saw on YouTube, and it's I forget the name of it, but it's like when metalheads meet in public. There's 2 guys standing in the store, and they look at each other, and they're both wearing like shirts with metal bands on them, and then it just shows them. Then it skips over to like heavy metal in the background. They're running around like in a field, like in love kind of thing. It's like, yeah, pretty much. If I find, I'll put it in the side chat. It's really funny because it's so true. If I meet a metalhead, we're like instant friends. It's just the way it works.
Oh yeah. I mean, the only way you can tell them you can make a metalhead angry is say that heavy metal is shit. And in fairness, heavy metal is shit, but it's still
You
my
shut
favorite
your
genre of
goddamn
music.
dirty whore mouth.
No, it's still my favorite genre of music, but it's fucking awful.
I just put the link in the side chat there from us watch. It's really funny. That's so true.
Oh, I've seen this one, yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool. Right, time for me to win some more chips. I'm actually doing quite well tonight. Woohoo!
I'm very distracted.
Are you playing with all your buttons and twiddling all your knobs for me?
People keep messaging me. Stop it! I'm busy.
Just message them back and say, "Hi, stop messaging me. Do you not know I'm on a live stream? Come watch this live stream. Then just leave me questions in chat and I'll answer them."
People need an avatar. Oh, God, love it. Oh, well, I shouldn't complain. Shouldn't complain.
Get hand of.
The concentration that everyone's having.
Indeed.
I'm not having to concentrate. The cards are poop.
You ladies, language for fuck's sake.
I've got zero concentration. I've been working for like 2 or 3 hours on my next vid, so.
Right, who's got the 5? Because it won't me. Nobody had a 5.
Oh,
Jesus.
nice.
Nobody thank you.
So, what stupid has everyone seen this week then?
Well, nothing in videos really, aside from the normal stupid video stuff. But I did have to go to the grocery store yesterday. Now, I haven't been to a grocery store since before all this exploded with, COVID and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And like I've been to stores because of my job, but I'm there, I'm just delivering, so I'm not really following the rules or anything in the store because I'm busy working. But I was there shopping yesterday, and they want you to follow the lines and all that, which is fine. I definitely forgot about that at first. Was kind of just walking around like a moron, walking by people and all that. Then I was like, oh yeah, I should probably follow the lines. But then when I was, people are in the aisles, standing in the middle of the aisle, looking at something like they've never seen food before. And I'm like, if you think I'm going to stand by you and wait for you to move forward, no, I'm going to walk by you. And I was actually talking to Ilya on the phone at the time. And so every time I walk by someone, I specifically said out loud, I was like, yeah, and of course there are people standing there talking to each other in the middle of an aisle, right? And I was like, yeah, if these morons think I'm going to stand there while they're talking like a bunch of retards in the store, not a chance. And I literally would say that right as I walk by them, just to piss them off.
Oh, it's got to be done, hasn't it? These nut jobs.
Yeah. Well,
it's
the thing is,
same here.
Let's go mad.
Yeah, and the thing is, there's even in the loudspeakers, a lot of stores, it'll say, because of this, we want you to respect social distancing. Right now, shopping is not a public thing. Just grab what you need and go so people can come in the store and all that. And no one follows it. So I was like, yeah, you're a bunch of morons. Fuck all of you.
No, I've no sympathy for people who stand in the middle of aisles. But I hate it when they do it, even normally. People
I
go
know,
shopping.
me too.
Oh, Deborah, I've not seen you since we had that cup of tea outside this morning. Let's spend 10 minutes stood inside the aisle talking to each other. Fucking
Fucking the whole thing. I hate that too. I think that's universal.
Oh yeah. Or the worst is like when I'm delivering to a store and I bring pallets of pop in, right? So I'll be going down an aisle with a pallet of pop. They clearly know that I'm coming, and they just will stand there like they don't even notice me. And I'll sit there like, and they're like, oh, I didn't see you. Bullshit.
Yeah, I'm pushing a big trolley and I'm shouting really loud. How did you not see me or at least hear me, you daft bloody people? Oh, you did a video the other day, didn't you, Corpus?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, you did shopping at the moment, so
yeah. Yeah, who would have thought? That would get views.
Yeah. I'm quite tempted to do one with how some of the nutters are. Because it's just ridiculous, especially at the trade markets. Because there's still people out there at the trade market, and they're buying far more than they need to. But they're going at the things that they're buying. You can tell it's not for a shop because it's only like one of this and one of that. But then 12 of the other things, but they're single uses rather than buying a case. Because the people don't want 24 pizzas; they just want 12. You're like, no, just do what a normal sort of business would do and buy the things that the business would have.
Yeah.
Ew, horrible hand. It's poop, Aimee.
I know it's poop. Poop.
My ears.
I know. Yeah, come on, computer thingy, whatever you are that deals out these cards. You don't shuffle, so you make poop.
Yeah. Well, we can't blame Mr. Victory because it was his shuffle on this one.
It was my shuffle. So if I win, It's because I wanted to.
Oh, okay.
That makes sense.
Oh, Pip, there's a heist on. And it's your turn first. Your turn first. Heist. Now you can do the heist. I'm not betting on that because there's none of the cards I want there.
Quite nice not having to jump from page to page on the iPad. I can do it all on one screen.
Oh, yeah, you got your singing, dancing, shining computer.
My footer's working.
Woo!
Wow.
I've still got my old computer to rebuild and clean up and things like that. I still need to clean the case on this computer. I'll get round to it maybe this week. Now I've made a load of videos, I've got the time. Yay. AB Science, you have to put an amount after the heist. You can either put heist or heist
Thank
and amount.
you.
Oh yeah, of course. Sorry, I'm out of
Oh,
practice.
excuse me.
Oh, you just missed it as well.
Oh, motherfucker!
Ooh, 3 wins.
Oh, you got 15 minutes till the next one. 10 minutes? 50? I can never remember.
I think it's 10.
Yeah,
Yeah.
only Tatty knows.
And I can't mind.
Oh, back to cake.
And Tatty
Yeah,
cannot.
And you can now heist 10,000, which is nice.
About 10,000. Excellent.
Yeah, it's been upped.
I have no idea how many points I've got.
Exclamation mark points will tell you. Oh, there we go.
I know it will.
Oh, I didn't know you knew it would. Chris tells us 10 minutes between heists.
Yeah. I can confirm.
Yeah, we'll call a 4.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, check.
Are we
Did they
playing?
push it up to pace them out?
Oh, I was too busy with fighting. I got punted off the game.
Just sit back down. Hopefully you didn't have decent cards.
I don't know if I did, so...
Oh, all right then. Dark Knight Apologetics is just sub to you, Corpus.
Thank you very much.
Did I see earlier on Twitter you were 10 away from 100?
Yeah.
Yay!
No, 8.
8? Oh, it's your go, Corpus. Corpus, it's your go. There we go.
There you go.
Yeah, check out my channel. It's you love it or you don't.
Corpus, have you only got 70 shill points left? What the hell, dude? Fold. I ain't betting on that. Oh, the high should now be a 20,000 max.
Yeah, okay, so
Ooh.
Tatty, can you just
Awesome.
shift me some extra shield points?
That's always a possibility.
I never get extra shill points.
Ooh.
Corpus.
Yeah.
7. Oh,
No.
I was going to do a countdown then.
Oh, shit.
Okay, who has a 7?
Not me.
Oh wow.
And even if I did, I'd be quite disappointed because I folded anyway.
I do.
Oh, gracious.
21 from the
Not
court.
for a pair.
Yeah, I would have finished with bottom pair on that at the moment.
Actually, no,
Yeah.
I had a Jack Queen and a King in my hand.
Hey, there's Pip.
Woo!
Pip at it.
Seven.
Hit me. Wow.
Nice. Ooh, I've been finding some very crazy people this week. I found a bloke called Dr. Group who keeps going on about 60 gigahertz frequencies in lampposts.
Oh, fuck's sake.
I know.
Oh,
What's
shit,
worse?
actually, I should really... okay, after this hand, I'm going to set that premiere because I keep forgetting.
Wait. I have an idea. Let's get us a nice piece of chicken and run into a telephone pole and try to cook it.
Well, he's going on about the 60 gigahertz oxygen absorption and stuff like that, and saying, "See, this is why people are coming into the doctors with only like a 70% oxygen rate in their blood." So I double checked that was true, and yeah, people are going into hospitals and things like that, and they've only got like 7% oxygen in their blood, they're hypoxic and things like that. But he's also failing to miss the point that we don't really use 60 gigahertz Wi-Fi and things like that in many places. So
that's the issue around that's the issue around 5G, isn't it? It's not part of the 5G spectrum. 60 gigahertz is only used for Wi-Fi, and it has been in use for 5 years now.
Oh, the 802.11 AD has been a standard since 2009, but it's only just become cheap enough in the last like 5-6 years to make it viable
cheap.
to use like that. Yeah,
cheap. I mean, the Netgear
yeah.
routers and stuff like that is several £100, and they're for kind of gamers only.
Yeah,
special equipment.
Yeah, but then it is 4.5 gigabits per second.
Yeah, it's quite fast. It's for pro gamers.
Yeah, and you think that's just the router as well. You're still going to need new Wi-Fi cards and everything like that because your standard phones.
Well, you can just get a USB plug-in. That's fine.
But that's still more cost again.
Yeah, and then you're actually it's funny because you'd be limited with what can handle
range.
And until you USB-C.
Yeah. You're better off just putting in a gigabit network cable.
Precisely.
Much cheaper as well.
Precisely.
But these
anyway, it is there. It has been in use, and it's perfectly fine because the argument is.
Wow. Very nice.
That's the biggest pot I've won.
That was a huge pot. Go on, AB, you were saying.
But yeah, the argument is that the 60 gigahertz frequency will make the electrons spin something, and that prevents it from binding with hemoglobin. Firstly, electrons do not spin. They are zero-dimensional particles, right? They do not have an axis about which to spin. They have a property called spin, but that doesn't mean they're physically rotating.
No.
Well, I sent you that paper that Spurs was spouting on about, saying, look, 60 gigahertz is bad for you. You had
it is absorbed by oxygen, but it is something called hyperfine structure, and that's because basically you can have oxygen in the ground state has 2 electrons which are paired, which means that they both have spin up ground state, and the incident photon can flip it for those electrons to be spin down. That's fine, and the energy difference between that corresponds to the energy for 60 gigahertz photon. That's absolutely fine. It does not change the chemical properties of oxygen.
No.
AB, why are you just
anti-oxygen?
AB, you're just saying what everyone already knows. It's pretty simple stuff.
By the way, what
you say it's simple, and yet some people can't get it.
What are people complaining? Like in 10 years, CPUs will have 60 gigahertz or even more.
Probably more.
Yeah.
I had to love it. The guy was purposely misquoting. He left links to all his articles, but then misquoting because in the article it was atmospheric oxygen. He sort of like reading it and then half paused and skipped that word because he doesn't want people to know it's atmospheric oxygen. He just wants to guess oxygen, so he can twist it and be like human body oxygen, 60 gigahertz, iodine, zinc. Take your supplements. And he used the fabulous they. They are in charge of it all.
The they.
Yeah.
So there's a funny bit, right? Because there was a YouTube video which has since been deleted, but it quotes this. They cite this book called Magnetobiology: Underlying Physical Problems, which is a sensible book, right? It's quite standard text, and that's fine. But it makes no mention of this issue whatsoever. So then there's this other guy called Joe Imbriano who seems to be the source of this nonsense.
Is that the one that takes apart the street lamps?
Oh no, that's Mark
no.
Oh,
Joe Imbriano is more highbrow than that.
Gotcha.
But he claims to have bachelor's degree chemistry and bachelor's degree biochemistry.
Yeah,
and
I'd
that's
wagered they're from the internet.
Yeah.
And by for all intents and purposes, they actually seem to be from respectable institutions.
Oh.
Call up the institutions and ask about alumni.
But I don't care. He didn't pay attention because
You probably
I'll
start
go
a
to-
bachelor's degree.
he may have finished it, but then that just means he's a grifter. Because the bottom line is, his claim is that Wi-Fi causes autism because, and I shit you not, because when you put, because once upon a time, he took his hamburger, which was still wrapped in the aluminium foil, and he put that in the microwave to reheat it. And the microwave went boom. And that is somehow a reason for him to believe that Wi-Fi causes autism.
Oh,
that
So hold on. When I was an undergrad, I was considered a mature student because I was over 23. When I was an undergrad, we had a mature students room, and then we also invited the people who were traveling long distances. So in my first year as an undergrad, a girl came in, put aluminum foil into the microwave, and it went boom. And she couldn't understand why the microwave exploded. Stuff like that should not be near universities.
Oh my god.
I do have to tell you off though, Crafty.
I would have had 3 9s there.
Aluminium.
Aluminum.
Aluminum. I don't care.
Aluminium.
Hey, you know what? Apparently,
Tinfoil. There you go. Tinfoil.
No, apparently, it was actually originally called aluminum. Then they changed it to aluminium. Then the Americans changed it back to aluminum. You're welcome.
Yeah, because Americans are weird.
It's bendy metal. That's what you call it.
Tinfoil.
Yeah, tinfoil.
Yeah, see, I can't say our version.
Funky, did you just say you're welcome? Are you American?
I'm North American, yeah. Hey, I'm North American, so.
Hi.
Yeah, but that whole channel that Aimee was talking about then, that sounds like someone that Aimee and Dick need to look at for their new show coming up on the autism. If that's something you're going to go into,
definitely.
That
There's
would
definitely
be...
something there. It's I mean, he calls himself the Fullerton Informer.
Okay.
Oh, geez.
Could be worth looking at.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, yeah. Even just to debunk too.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm sure there'll be some choice words being said by everyone in the audience on that one.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, one of the things that gets me, both with anti-vaxxers, because there's a lot of anti-vaxxers around this place, and I've had a lot of conversations and cleared a lot of stuff up for them. My biggest issue with anti-vaxxers and people like that blame everything to cause autism is that they look at autism as something to be either feared, ridiculed, or felt sorry for. And it's none of those things.
No, actually,
absolutely.
I can tell. I got autism, so.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, so Mr. Science works with a lot of autistic kids, and she will quite regularly report when she asks the kids, kind of like, to probe their understanding of why that was. So she's a psychologist. She looks into things called, something called theory of mind, and autism is a factor in that. And she asks them, why are they here if they understand what's going on? And they say, well, because you want to know more about my superpower.
Yeah.
There you go. Well, and as a parent of a child with autism, yeah, it's nothing to be ashamed of. It's nothing that's wrong with my child.
Nope.
He's awesome. Matthew is awesome.
And
I mean, that's all.
And we want the
everybody
full
needs
force
to
of
know.
that.
Yeah.
We are a caring breed, and mostly for other people more than ourselves, actually. yeah. Yeah, how do you say? Black and white thinking is yeah. Could you call that a benefit or a handicap? If you only think in black and white.
It's disturbing.
Yeah.
Because as human beings, we experience a full spectrum of emotions. So if you're only seeing in black and white, then it is a psychological condition.
Yeah, but it's also got to do with autism. Most autists can't feel or see the gray area in certain topics.
Yeah.
So,
Yes, but I mean, people that see in black and white choose not to see the grey, and that's the difference. They choose not to see it.
I have to agree.
Right.
with
That's one of my issues too, because you know, plus Matthew got his autism from somewhere.
Stay away from the microwave, David.
Mama. I have been socially awkward ever since I was little, and so yeah, it's so a lot can think in gray areas. Matthew can think in, you know, abstract sometimes is a little hard for him, as it is for me too. But mostly my issue is social situations. I can't read.
My nephew,
I have a hard time reading what people are doing and saying, and you know, it's just can't see it.
Well, that's the thing, and as well, there's a full spectrum. My nephew has sensory deficit disorder, so what that means is, like, if he's watching the TV and you call him, he won't hear you. No, he's not able to hear you. He will be completely immersed in the TV. He is 10 now. Even if you touch him, he won't actually pay attention. And you have to literally snap your fingers right in front of him to actually break him out of it, because he will just be completely immersed.
Yeah.
And once you understand that, you'll understand he's not purposefully ignoring you. He's not being bold. It's just the way he is, and you just have to adapt yourself to suit him. You know.
Yeah. You just have to learn how to work around that, and that's what we do here, because we both have sensory issues too. Yeah. And we both have sensory issues. Sometimes I'm sensory seeking, sometimes I'm not. He's an avoidance kind of person, and so it's so you just adapt to it. You just work around it. That's all.
Well, and like Amy said, like, I'm also not the best for social situations. Like, I don't always know what people are saying. Sometimes they'll say, "Sir, can you put your clothes back on and leave the library?" I'm like, "What are you saying to me? I don't understand."
It's mostly terrible. I can't. Yeah, and it's mostly I can't read what the hidden meanings behind things. I can't. Sarcasm. Yeah, sarcasm is always lost on me. I just.
Well, I struggle.
It's always been that way.
I struggle with.
For me, it's bipolar.
But that's just me being Dutch.
Yeah,
we don't know hidden meanings because we are used to a culture where people say what they mean. Where people have respect for other people and actually say, "Well, I think that you're being a dick," and therefore they will say, "I think you're being a dick." It's
but AB,
being Dutch.
You have to remember, though, in the States and Canada, they have gun violence and we have knife violence. You say that to someone, you're gonna get shot or shanked. It's just gonna happen. So you have to kind of learn to not be straightforward sometimes.
Well, and people who practice passive aggression, that just is completely lost on me. I don't get that at all. No, forget it.
But I've been in the UK for so long. It was like passive aggressiveness that is just their bread and butter.
When people get passive aggressive, I just love them getting more aggressive. Yeah. I just love getting under people's skins. But that's something Dutch too, I believe.
Wait a second. British people are passive aggressive? I never would have guessed that with their dry British humor.
Belly punchy.
When you can speak English properly, Punchy, we'll be fine.
Hey! I speak English just fine, and I've even put "use" in my words. So yeah.
Yes.
Oh
Punchy,
yes, that's right.
Punchy. Aluminium.
Aluminum.
Exactly.
Aluminium.
Hey, like I said, it was originally called aluminum.
Can do.
They changed it to aluminium. So technically, I'm right and you're wrong.
No. Sorry, the
Heavy
word
stream magic
aluminium
power.
existed before
Nice.
your country existed.
That
Oh.
doesn't mean-
Ooh, that was a good one. That was a good one.
That means absolutely nothing.
Well, I
A lot
can-
of words existed before our countries
Exactly.
existed.
Exactly. By that logic, I can call the Earth whatever the hell I want. It existed before any country existed, or before any of us existed. I'm gonna call it Persephone. Yep.
No.
Our beautiful Persephone.
That is no, because that is no.
Hang on. I know what Tusk says.
That
Tusk
doesn't
in
work
the
because
chat.
aluminium existed before your country. The word Earth existed before your country.
Tusk in the chat
no,
said
the word Earth,
in Scotland we're not passive aggressive, we're just aggressive.
Sounds
I
like.
think
Oh,
that's
yeah.
rubbish.
Yeah.
I-
All I'm saying,
Disagree, you bastard.
I disagree with that.
and AB, all I'm saying is, guess what? Aluminum was called aluminum before it was called aluminium. So that means nothing. Your point is meaningless.
Prove it.
Just saying. I'll Google it right now. I'll Google it right now.
Very true.
Make sure you don't flat Earth Google it, because then you'll just like half read the sentence you wanted to read.
Yeah, exactly.
And make sure you have plenty of tabs open.
I will cite my sources. And I will spell words properly. That's just the kind of person that I am.
Probably not. Anyway, you haven't got time to search aluminum. Had to do it. You've got bad jokes to prep for. You've only got half an hour till half time, Punchy.
I told you I have an app on my phone.
Already?
No prep
Oh.
required. I just gotta open my phone. There they are.
Oh God, you did tell me that, didn't you? Oh, crap.
And
the funny thing-
I can play an app.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Oh,
I'm
hell
so glad
no.
I folded this.
So when is this new show starting up, Amy?
We should be ready very soon. It's we're just finishing up the last of the sets, probably a week or so.
Woohoo!
Well.
Yeah, so I'm excited.
Nice. So, Mr. AB Science. In 1808, Sir Humphrey Davy identified the existence of the metal in alum, which he first named alumium, and then later aluminum.
Oh,
Davy
Amy,
proposed the
you
name
lied.
aluminium when referring to
you.
the element in his 1812 Book of Elements. So there you go.
Sorry, what was that?
Nobody was listening because Amy won a hand.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Sorry.
If it was anyone else,
I-
if it was anyone else, I would be upset. But Amy, so we're good. Okay, so I just went on Google and I just typed in, was aluminum originally called aluminum? And the first thing that popped up
Oh, yeah.
was 1808.
Yeah, that's how
Hold
I
on.
search stuff.
No, hold on. Let me finish here. Let me finish. And then the first thing it says is in 1808, Sir Humphrey Davy identified the existence of the metal in alum, which he first named aluminium, and later aluminum. Davy proposed the name aluminium.
No.
Hold on.
British chemist Humphrey
You're about to be
British
schooled by AB
chemist
Science.
Humphrey Davy, who performed a number of experiments aimed to isolate the metal, is credited as the person who named the element. In 1808, he suggested the metal be named aluminium. Right?
Yes, aluminum. That's what I was just saying.
Yeah, but that's not aluminum.
No. But hold on, okay.
And that's not aluminum.
Hold on. Okay, I just opened the actual page to read all of this. Okay, so like I said, I read that part already. He proposed the name of aluminum when referring to the element in his 1812 book, Elements of Chemical Philosophy. Despite his previous use of aluminum, the official name aluminium was adopted to conform with the ium names of most other elements. In the 1828 Webster's Dictionary, the word aluminum spelling, which it maintained in later editions, in 1925, the American Chemical. So
okay.
I'm getting something right around the early
Anyone else
1800s.
still awake here?
No.
But are you taking a prescriptivist or a descriptivist approach?
Still, I've got an issue with his search criteria. They kind of sounded like a flat Earth search, you know. Is the Earth flat?
No, he is right. He is
Not a
right.
globe, flat.
Well, keep
Sorry,
in mind
Punchy.
though, Keep in mind, the only difference here is I literally had 2 seconds to look that up. I didn't have time to go make a video and put it all together.
Excuses.
No, he is. He is correct because the em.
Oh, I did it again. Thank you.
The em suffix was chosen to fit in with other.
And you know what?
With
Thank you,
other
Aimee. And given that it comes from you, that literally means so much to me. I can sleep well tonight.
Yeah, Punchy, I think everyone can sleep well tonight. I think they're all asleep in the chat.
Okay, it's gonna haunt me. Wow.
You know I love you.
The thing is,
Okay,
I want to shout, but it is our fucking language, but it's not my language. So, can someone else do that, please?
Can we all?
I'm not English.
Can we all just
Look at
agree
me,
on
man.
this?
Neither am I.
Can we all just
Neither am I.
agree on this? When someone says aluminum and someone says aluminium, we both know what we're talking about. It's not French. It's not Spanish. It's still close enough. Damn it.
It's a
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, no one really.
Well
did
agreed.
that
It's amazing
anyway.
how a story about someone blowing up a microwave came to this.
No, that's a bit random.
Welcome to poker night.
God, Mr. Victory. Oh.
27, eh? Oh, you mother.
Damn it. Zach,
There.
I take it it's sped up again.
There's my straight.
I missed that a couple of times.
Oh, man.
Fun times.
Not when you folded. Jeez, I'm fuming.
Oh.
I was talking in general, but okay, this hand. 145 in the pot, and it's not going to Barman. I'm happy.
Oh, I'd be all in at this point.
Yep, I'm happy.
Yeah.
Ooh, yep, me too.
Yeah, I was the same.
Whoopsies.
Come on, Aimee. Come on, Aimee. You got
Did I
this.
say that out loud?
You're supposed to say poop.
Oh,
Oh.
Corpus is all in.
Corpus is off.
Ooh.
Come on, Aimee.
Corpus has it too.
Someone better
Let's go
have
win.
more than a straight.
Nice.
Oh, full house. I am
Whoa,
proud.
nice,
Well
Aimee.
done,
Right
Aimee.
now.
That
Thank
would have cost
you.
me a fortune.
On fire.
Well played, Amy, man.
Aren't
Thank
you
you.
happy now, Barman?
Yeah, because that would have cost me a fortune.
And Amy
I'm
has
kind
the
of not
hat trick
happy
today.
now. That would have been funny.
Yeah.
That would have been Dunning-Kruger in its element.
Just pointing out, 9 o'clock here in the chat, I've seen aluminium trays, takeaway trays, put in the microwave, no ill effects. A pub we used to have in Chester, there were metal trays that went in the fucking microwave. All the time. It was weird.
Yeah, there's some metal
Special mic-
that won't
It depends.
work
It depends on the heat, though, wouldn't it?
Yeah, there's also that.
It depends because we call something aluminium foil, aluminium tray, where it may very well not be aluminium.
Right.
Oh.
And I can't remember which chemical, which kind of metals, which it could be aluminium, that is fine. In the microwave, it could be another kind of common metal, but yeah, it depends. Because it all has to do with the conductivity of the
Yeah.
material.
Yeah, you know those like soup in the cups too. They have that metal rim around them.
Hmm.
Yep.
Also,
Live stream of Doom.
Yes.
Okay. Thanks.
Oh shit, what have I got? Oh yeah, I'll play that.
Thanks for
Live
the
stream.
confidence.
It's one of the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. Pip has reached 700.
Woohoo!
12.
Oh, important news, guys.
No.
There's 3 kittens.
Hey!
hey,
What?
He's got 3 kittens.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're
wow. Congrats.
coming, but she's
Tom,
resting.
Dick, and Harry.
Send pictures. I want to
Oh,
see
yeah, I
kitties.
will.
Yeah, we want pictures.
I will.
If there's no pictures, it doesn't exist.
But then those pictures might be CGI. AB.
And it's
I will
Shit.
take. Come here.
Fuck.
If they're
What did
kittens,
I do?
I will
Did I
take
call?
CGI.
Oh, fuck.
She's trying to send me some.
Punchy. Did you see the picture of the new baby this morning?
I have not yet, no.
It's in the Discord, your Discord. Because that
Maybe,
Ilya
Oh.
doesn't mind me. Ilya doesn't mind me kind of putting pictures of goats up there. So I kind of that's where I dump it all. When I get so excited that I have a new baby or I have a decent photo of a baby because they move so
Amy.
fast, they go in there.
Where did you?
This
We
room-
need- you know what?
Quick, what am I
We need
doing?
a
Why am I
separate little
playing this?
channel there.
Oh, you
Oh,
bastard.
that.
We need a
What am I
separate little
doing?
channel just for baby animals.
Oh.
You could have got more chips at me than Mr. Vic.
It's me and Amy's night tonight.
It is.
I think so.
I'm not paying attention. I'm playing on Twitter.
Oh dear.
Oh.
Shame
Why
on
would you do that?
Shameful.
Oh, reasons.
Kick.
Yeah, we'll call that. Well, we've got the first cat name in the chat corpus. Catty McCatface.
Can I be really stupid and ask what this vote is for in the thing? What's going on?
Oh, Dick's playing in the background.
Okay, I'll ignore it then.
Isn't he always?
It's for the gonging off and thing. So if you do / vote and then the number.
Oh, right.
So when we use the vote thing, it'll say, yeah, we've counted your vote, blah, 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 blah.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
I
I
know.
watched your quiz from the other night. It was very good. I enjoyed it.
Oh, they seem to
you.
enjoy that. It was a good laugh.
I like the describing
my
the word
gosh.
to the partner. That's a good one. I like.
I thought that was a good round for team ones. So yeah, just sent the list through just as it got to that round.
that.
So,
Oh, it was
Oh,
fun. It was
cool.
The
It's
next
already-
the next quiz is gonna be fun.
yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
Crafty
Keela,
versus Pip.
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
Oh wow.
Where did you put that picture of your goat, the baby goat, Tequila? Which channel?
I put it up
Bunch of
in
yoga.
the Discord. Hang on. Where did I put it? The Tombstone General chat.
I'm not seeing it.
It was a while ago.
Oh, I thought you meant you just put it up. Oh, I see. Okay, I see it now. It's pulled up. Oh, that's cute. Little goats.
Isn't he
I
gorgeous?
love the screaming goats.
You know what? I don't think I'd have the nerve to work with screaming goats or fainting goats. They're the two, and pygmies. No.
Oh, painted ghosts are hilarious.
I'm one of
they're
these people.
adorable.
I do stress a lot. So if I had to work with goats that just fainted by the touch, no. I love cuddling my babies. I don't think I'd be able for touch and faint. That would upset me. That would upset me.
To make them easier to catch and cuddle.
It'd be
I'm a
so
very
funny.
sensitive person. In case you haven't noticed, I'm a very sensitive person. I wouldn't be able to deal with that.
Yeah,
Jay!
too hard, I think.
You got 2 DMs.
Why did I call that? I didn't want to call that. God damn it.
Oh, I shall
Whoops.
copy that and put it in. I'll put it in the bar. There's one. Copy link.
Oh, for fuck's sake, what is that?
Put it in the bar.
Oh my god, Discord. Stop fucking putting this on Discord. I can't fucking back.
Baby! I'm sorry, that just excitement. I'm happy.
I got you.
Okay, I'll put baby face up there as well. My baby face. Oh yeah, sorry.
There we go.
There's my baby face.
Oh damn it! I pressed
I'll
enter
go
at the wrong
later,
time. It's not
okay.
Punchy's go yet. Oh, did you goat?
Isn't he gorgeous? And that's like 2 hours old, and he's standing.
Wow.
Wow.
G drive
Look at that face.
pictures.
He's just so pretty.
They're adorable. I love
I'll
them.
go look at him in a minute. I'll go look at him in a minute.
This is what I'm saying. I need to cuddle these babies. I need to be around them. And then if I every time I went around them, they just collapsed, I'd be very sad.
Yeah.
You can't have something that cute and
Oh,
not be
nice.
able to
job, Pip.
You beat mine.
Yay. That's why I
Nice.
keep going look at baby goats. I'm going look now.
concentrating so hard on the game.
Oh yeah. Where are we?
I'm gonna call as long as it stays at that level.
Oh, it's gorgeous. Bye, girl.
Oh, look at that
Isn't he
face.
just?
So, Crafty Keeler, where are you
He's so
located?
cute.
Because I'm pretty sure that Mrs. Science would
He's trying
Fucking
to get
loser
your
shit.
address. Don't fall for it. He's going to fall.
Oh, and Keela, what's your credit card number?
Mother's
What,
maiden
what?
name as well, please.
Hang on there for 1 sec, because I'm being called.
Spider
look.
Look at that face, it's so cute.
I was watching something today on
Right.
YouTube, and they had a goat. It's the most gorgeous thing I've ever seen. And it had, oh God, I can't remember what kind it is now. Long floppy ears, beautiful thing.
Oh.
I won't say
I'm trying to decipher what. Oh, sorry, Ben.
No, carry on.
Okay, I'm back.
I'm trying to decipher what Ned McGrant is sending me. How about, and I can't read that word a fucking all. Where's someone clever?
I'll try. Alu-polyverochloraminium. Well, the Americans call it alu-polyverochloraminium.
I don't understand your words coming out of your mouth.
Alu polyferrochlorinium. What?
Yeah.
There's this
making up-
this full message in the side chat.
He's making up new words for aluminum.
I think he's making up new words.
I prefer aluminum.
Yeah, he has just put, and I have no clue what I'm talking about. You bastard! You've got us all trying to add these fucking words of doom. Oh, Ilya, thank you.
Super chat.
Super chat.
Ooh, Ilya!
Hey.
We got half.
Ilya!
Not a thing.
I have to say for is Matt there, Aimee, or
Yeah, I can go get him in just a sec. Matthew! What? Super chat.
Finally.
Yeah, finally.
Lucky month for $1.49. Send it a heart emoji.
Yeah, that's right. Thank you so much, hon.
Hang on.
Good job, Matt. Good job.
Hold everything.
Been hanging about all night for that.
no.
Oh,
We got another one.
yay.
Crafty Killer for €2 said, "We love you, Matt."
We
I
do.
love you.
So much.
We do.
We can't help it, huh?
Oh, bless. Thank you very much.
Thank
Such a
you so
sweetheart.
much. Thank you.
Oh, that was not the card I wanted.
No, me neither.
Aimee, you need to do a series of Life According to Matt.
Exactly.
Oh, that would be great. That would be
That'd be
great.
Thank you.
That would be so
Yes. Oh, it would be fun. I think that would be a good thing too. Because he comes up with some
crap.
really interesting off-color things.
Monkey. You really gonna make him read that out? Jesus.
I think he's read one.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I'm sure he's read worse, but still.
Yeah.
Matt,
Oh.
we got another one.
Another
What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Two of them. Christ Puncher for Canadian $2 said, "Poker, I just met her."
Do not explain that to him.
Poke her face.
Poke, poke.
There we go.
Yeah. Let's not explain these things to
punchy.
Matt.
How
Yeah.
rude.
Exactly.
I'm sorry. Hey, I have never made Matt swear once though.
Yeah,
It does
Just
bring new
innuendos.
meaning to Lady Gaga's hit track, doesn't it?
I was more thinking in the range of Cartman, but
Yes, Ilya.
I'm getting flack in the side chat.
You should. Shame on you. Naughty punchy.
What was that?
Oh, even mommy is in on that one. Hmm. You're in trouble, Punty.
You got your girlfriend and your mommy going at you.
Yep.
Very well. Give me a second here.
Whatever you're thinking, don't do it.
do it. Do it.
Don't do it.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, hell no.
Oh,
Oh, bless
Uh-oh.
him.
Dude, do you still have to build that cross that I'm going to
Can you read this one?
Wait, where's John Raff? Where's John Raff?
I haven't
Christ
seen him
Puncher for
today.
Canadian $2 said, I'm sorry.
Thank you so much.
Sorry.
Oh,
Hi.
apparently there's a heist.
Ooh,
You just
I,
broke the chat.
I need some money.
Oh,
I need some heist cash.
Oh, sorry. Mommy just put in the chat. Well, you are Canadian, so that's not an apology.
no, it's not. Sorry, eh?
Mommy for the win.
Ah, shit.
Wow.
All right. Is AB going to miss it go?
Yeah, he's playing the guitar.
He's playing guitar, isn't he? We can hear him.
Miss it.
You can see the guitar really sucks. He's like, no.
Oh.
That's better. I'm sorry, eh?
I'd already given into folding on that. So.
Now, what did I just bet on?
Bet it on poop. And I would have it straight. That sucks.
Yeah, I'll check it, but fuck it.
Yeah, I'm glad I folded.
Oh,
All
good
right,
one.
Daddy.
Come on, Patty.
Oh, Amy, there's another one. For Matt.
Oh, Matthew, honey.
Oh, my word.
Matthew.
Swing how you
Super
get through
chat,
and I
baby.
can't do anything.
You should ask money.
That's right.
Christ Puncher for Canadian $2 said, I'm sorry, eh?
There you go.
Can I just address something with Matt here for a second? Because when the first super chat came in, he was like, "Oh, it's about time," and now he's just like, "God, no more super chat."
Super chatting me.
Wow.
That Plonkin's very annoying.
Yeah, we can hear that.
Don't stop. Don't listen to them.
Who just wanted to Mrs. Go?
They can't control you. They can't do it.
We're not
Play my
the same.
guitar instead of the bass. It's a bit quieter.
They have just controlled you.
We are in charge.
Oh.
They have done it.
Trust me, you have no idea.
I can put my hand on a bright pink trumpet right now.
Don't put your hands up your trumpet. That just sounds rude.
Bright pink trumpet.
That's something you learn in band camp.
Wow.
That just happened.
Hey, this is only like the second stream you've been on with us, isn't it? You don't know how rude we can get.
That's the weird thing. Yeah, this is my second time on the poker stream. So woohoo! Thank you for inviting me.
That's all right. And don't forget, you're going to be playing against Pip on Quiz on Friday, so that'll be cool.
Oh, I'm not forgetting that.
No, I'm
The
getting,
battle of the
haven't been getting those
700s here.
notifications.
What?
It's a battle of the 700s.
Oh yeah. Oh, wait, I'm
All
going
about
to check again. I keep checking.
Barman, that's your cue to drop the link again.
I didn't have it ready. Give me a second. I have to recopy it. I was copying
Good
other
job.
things. There it is. I
on,
was too
Barman.
busy uploading more goats.
Gotta love the
You
goat.
can never be too busy to upload goats.
Right.
I split between goats and bees because we got all the bee pictures as well.
Oh, I love it. Do you know what? I've actually been looking. I've been looking a lot more at beehive removals.
Oh, I've been watching beekeeping things all weekend. I can do it for you.
Right?
Should get a
Well,
beehive.
The reason being is because I don't want to scare anyone in the States, but murder hornet. And so I was looking into what that meant. And yeah, there's a lot of videos on YouTube about murder hornet and everything else like it.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Well, in fairness, it doesn't help calling them murder hornets.
But they are murder hornet. Evil.
They are nasty, nasty little.
It sounds like a supervillain.
I've been watching
I
it.
am the murder hornet.
I recently posted something on my Twitter that may be the solution. So everyone needs to get a praying mantis.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
the
I
last
saw
one.
Hang on,
that.
hang on, whoa, whoa, whoa.
And then
If you watch
fuck 'em
the
up.
videos, you will know that that praying mantises are nothing to these murder hornets.
So there.
But murder
Just
hornets,
saying.
they're like just hornets. But
They're
murder.
evil. We don't
But
have
they
hornets
commit
here.
murder.
Aren't all hornets in a way deadly?
We don't have hornets here. We have wasps, the small wasps, the yellow
We-
jackets, and
We've
have
Yeah,
bees.
yeah. So
don't have
these murder
hornets.
hornets, these
We got
murder
hornets.
hornets.
We got hornets here too, but we call them horsels.
No. These are different things, right? So the murder hornets have been known to sting human beings and kill them, even though they're not. The person is not allergic.
So they're wearing a legendary X on their back.
And also
They're
with
evil.
murder hornets, they can sting through like regular apiary gear. So if you're wearing regular beekeeping suits, they'll sting right through that and kill the fuck out of you.
Yeah, because the stinger is like twice as long as a normal stinger.
Yeah, I mean, in fairness, they don't. They're not particularly lethal if you don't bother them. Right, but if they do attack you, they will sting you, and it has been known to kill a person.
Mm-hmm.
I
Wow.
like
I'm
killer
gonna
bees
avoid.
did.
I mean,
Oh, and by the way, the word
people
murder
that
hornet is
have
kind of a
been
miss.
stung by them have got quite high death rates
Oh.
compared to being stung by other hornet. But
Right.
Oh, by the
I
way, the name murder hornet's kind of a misnomer. They're really more of a murder, death, kill hornet.
yeah,
But because of that, I've been watching a lot of the beekeeping stuff,
Oh,
and
yeah. Fascinating.
hive removals have always been something. Because I have a friend of mine who is a beekeeper, so hive removals are very, very interesting to watch.
Yeah.
Yay!
Oh, you had the 10 I wanted.
Yes.
Oh, Amy. Oh, Amy.
Yeah, I've
Thank-
folded.
Thank you.
What's the guy's name I've been watching? JPB man or something.
Yes. So Sorry, because Ned just asked about aren't murder hornets attacking beehives and massacring whole populations? Yes. About 30 hornets can wipe out about 30 to 40,000 bees in a matter of hours.
Oh wow.
Wow.
So, yeah, that kind of separates them out from normal hornets and wasps.
Oh, go away.
Sad.
Oh, Corpus, what are you doing to us?
We have a German in the chat.
Oh, go on then.
We have a German in the chat telling jokes already.
There's a German in the chat. What?
Telling jokes already.
Oh,
Hey,
God.
hey,
No.
Germans, you know the second half. I don't care what you do in Germany. This isn't Germania. This is the internet, damn it. We obey the rules.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember which bees it is, and to kill the hornets and things that invade the colonies, they just basically wrap themselves around it. They all vibrate and they basically cook it.
Yeah, it's a Japanese honeybee. The Japanese honeybee, what they do is about 200 or 300 will jump on the hornet and kind of take turns running around it. And a honeybee can maintain heat of up to 118 degrees Fahrenheit, and the murder hornet can only accept 115 degrees. So they'll run around and heat it up and heat it up and heat it up, and it dies of heat exhaustion.
That's really cool.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
So our bees need to learn how to do that very, very fast.
They do.
That's
Yeah.
interesting.
And they will. They will. It's kind of a natural instinct because they do it already to the smaller wasps.
Oh, okay.
If a
So
wasp
hopefully-
wanders into a beehive accidentally trying to rob some honey or some nectar or whatever, they do it anyway. So they already know the theory behind it. It just takes a lot more bees for the hornet.
No, I just
Wow.
posted
Bees
a
got
picture
this.
of
The
a
bees got
swarm.
this.
There's
Yeah,
that.
they watch them all week.
I've never had to worry about murder hornets or anything yet. However, we did have them in the West Coast last year. So if they make their way inland, who knows? But I did have a really big wasp nest in my shed last fall.
Oh.
Wasps
It was
are
bad.
vicious.
Oh, I know. Well, the thing is, our wasps are fairly docile. If you leave them alone, they won't come near you. Like, for instance, I worked for a soda pop company, right? So obviously the yard, in summer, we get a lot of wasps because of all the sugar. And you can literally do anything, like, around them. They won't even touch you. And you can be, like, right around 200 of them. They will leave you alone. However, if you attack their nest, they want you dead. My roommate got attacked by the wasps in fall because we didn't know the nest was there. It was right above the door. And I guess he disturbed it, and they chased him. And before I bought this place, the last place I was at, we had some of those paper yard waste bags with leaves in them. I had them sitting in the driveway for a couple of months. I was taking them to the curb. One broke open, and the wasp came out and started chasing me around my backyard. And that was after I broke my leg. So it was really difficult to run. But that was the first time I had run since I broke my leg.
Alan.
Wow.
That's crazy.
But I found out the hard way. I'm fatally allergic to wasps, so that's good.
That's good, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not allergic to them. I just hate them with a passion. The wasps do very, very little for pollination, and they do very little for ecology in general, except to kill smaller kind of bugs.
Oh no, hey, wasps
important,
can be very entertaining. My friends and I used to. I'm sorry, go ahead.
So I have to say that I always find it very funny how especially women can complain about the toilet seat not being put back down. Right, the ladies can probably agree with that.
Yep.
But it is something that I do not understand, because I cannot understand how you do not look at what you're about to sit down on.
Why do you think
And
we
if you do
complain
not
about
look-
it? Because we look to see that it's up.
Especially in the
Well,
middle
here-
of the night.
Yeah,
when
but
it's
then
dark.
it's not an issue, because then you can
thing.
just put it down. If
Oh,
you
yeah.
look,
Cold
if you
bumper.
don't look and sit down on something, then that is a very clear indicator that you've never sat on a wasp.
Wow.
Ouch.
Because I have, and I can tell
Wait,
you.
I
that's
thought
not
the
a
jokes
problem.
were not until next half.
No, this is not a joke. This is a true story.
Ow.
I don't even want to know the origins of that story, to be honest.
Well, I sat down on a wasp. I got stung in the ass.
It's about that. We got a message from Too Many Dogs over on the Discord. I guess the USBs will have bees with 0.1 caliber machine guns stationed in little Kevlar resin pillboxes at the entrance.
Oh, wow.
So, there's a way to stop the killer hornet.
Only if they're
in a
lucky.
USB house. Yeah, you can take our honey, but you'll never take our guns. Heist.
Oh,
Maybe I can hire some
I sincerely so.
soldier ants.
Soldier ants are awesome.
Man,
wouldn't
in
want to
Texas,
get
we
bit
had
by one.
those nasty desert hornets. They're meaner than heck.
Oh.
They're like cazadors from Fallout.
Yeah.
Jeez.
And they're hardest thing to get rid of because they'll bury under the ground when you spray for them. So basically, you
Oh.
cannot. They're almost like spiders. It's very hard to kill.
That's cheating.
Yeah. Bullet.
Woohoo, crafty.
Ooh, nice, man.
Oh,
Well
nice
done.
one.
Cool.
That
Nice.
was awesome.
For break, Barman.
Oh,
Yeah,
By the way,
left
before-
hand and then break. Oh, come.
before we break, maybe we can talk about it in the next half. So some people, like Team Skeptic and Fight Flat Earth, are getting things together for an award show. For because they have the
Dumb fuck
What
of
is
the
it?
year.
the dumb fuck of the year. They're doing the debunkies now.
Oh, cool.
Oh.
So that's something to watch out for because it's going to be a lot of fun. They were talking about
Awesome.
the categories that should go into it last night. So,
Has he got his stream back up yet?
Wow. I don't have
Yeah.
to worry. I don't think I'm in there, so
Well, I won't be either. Wouldn't worry about
but
it.
it's a bit of fun. Yeah, team had his live stream going last night, and they were going through the different categories that should be in it. And what was great was he was asking people on the stream what they thought the categories should be. So Brainstorming.
Cool.
Well done,
Well,
lost
there
me.
should just be a category
Name.
for AB Science. The best AB Science.
Well,
It's simple as
on the
that.
serious one, they should have. Oh my god, no, fold. But the category like whatever category under 1,000 subs, under 5,000
Yeah, so
subs and things.
that was raised. So
Yeah.
it's going to be under 1K, 1K to 10K, or 110 to 30K, and then from 30K up.
Wow.
And then there's
That's
going to
really cool.
be the likes of female debunker and male debunker of the year. Then there's going to be the category of like non-flat Earth debunking.
Oh.
Like
I'll have to
yeah,
go and rewatch
so there's going to be a lot of different categories, and it's just going to be a lot of fun. So
How about this?
that's gonna be
Great
awesome.
storyteller.
There's going to be a category for the best AB Science.
Oh, but
there has to be. There has to be. Oh, and there's definitely going to be a John Rapp award.
I,
So, like comment, trolling comment of the year, I think.
I do have a question, by the way. Maybe for after this break. Can somebody please tell me what ghost testicles are?
We'll tell you afterwards. But if you folded, remember to hit sit out because we are going for a break after this hand, Crafty and AB.
Okay,
Okay.
sounds good.
Nice.
Thank you.
Nice, Corpus. Good win.
Good job, Corpus.
Yeah, so on that note, it's basically 9:30. Ned's just put in the back chat, no anime debunkers. I think he's hoping to get one for his. But,
Oh yeah, there is going to be.
hey, there it is. There you go, Ned. So tonight's music, we've got 3 songs from the person who I've just got to scroll up to in my list to find it because I've forgotten already. Benton Smith. This is Tattie's choice for this week. Very nice little guitarist, actually. We checked him out this morning. How long do we have, Tattie, on these 3 songs?
We have 10.5 minutes.
10.5 minutes. Stock up on supplies, listen to the music. If you do like him, don't forget to check out his link in the description, blah, 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 blah. Give him a thumbs up, give him a sub if you think he's worth it, and we'll see you all in a bit.
Stop, girl. You've got no clue that you're part of my world. Just me and you. And I'm left here to think if you could ever see me. A bus stop dream is on my mind. One thing that I'll come to find, and it's that you don't see me. And in my head, we're together happily, but in my head, well, that's not reality. Stop, girl. This is my stop. I couldn't get the nerve, so I'll get off. And I'm still left here to think if you could ever see me. if you go, just know that I still love you, no matter what you do. Even if this is what you choose, just know that I'll still need you. And even if this is what you do, just know that I'll see this through. Even though you may have broken me in the back of a white SUV, saying things like, it'll be better this way, and you'll see I'm still glad I got to love you, Sydney.
To go, and yay, I won a heist.
Oh yes, nice.
Oh yeah, I won. Yay.
Yeah?
Oh, it's just me and you, Pip. Dun dun dun.
Woohoo! I did too. I've been betting with the Eie Network points.
If they start to run out, you can just top them up as well.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, Pip.
Oh, is it me? Oh shit.
Yeah, there's only me and you in it, so it's going to come around really
All
quickly.
right. Oh, me again.
Alright. Oop, I'm not sitting in. There we go.
Cool, I'm going to go and have a wee play about in Streamlabs for a wee bit.
Oh dear, he's going to play
Okay.
with buttons. Nice.
See if I can
So I'll try no break anything, but you will hear from me for a wee bit.
All right.
Okay.
AB Science has suddenly got a load of shield points.
Yeah.
That would be Dick was playing, wasn't he? Feel free while you're in there, Tats, to give me some more.
Can I get a pay rise?
Yes.
In that case, you got some.
Yeah, we'll raise your wages by 100%.
Twice as much nothing.
Oh dear. Yeah, if everyone wants to see Tatty get more pay, then you have to do more buy super stickers.
That's right.
He only gets paid for the stickers.
I'm still waiting for my bigger request for a mic stand.
I'm just lucky at the moment that I think I've got all my gear. I think.
Well,
I don't think I need anything.
Gear. All I'm about is just.
Though my pop filter is currently sat in the drawer because it just kept getting in the way, and I was like, "Oh fuck it, I can't be arsed with it." Meh. Let's see what we get.
On this microphone, it's small enough so it doesn't quite get in the way yet, but
I've got a proper nice big one. It's just in the drawer. It's just it's slightly loose when I try and stand it just in the right place, and I'm like, oh fuck it. Nice, Aimee.
Thank you. Nice for you too. That's
Thank
awesome.
you.
I like those. Thank you.
Tatty, we told you you only get paid in stickers.
Hold on. Matt, we have a super chat, sweetie. You gotta read this one. It's funny.
Oh man. Tattie-Bogle for €2 said, for Tatty, hold on a minute.
Thank you, Daddy. Ooh, goodness.
Child labor, that's what this is.
Yeah.
When the clock reaches 2 hours, I'll go.
Check.
I just realized, you know what I was supposed to be doing tonight, rather than playing poker with you degenerates.
Who you calling a degenerate?
Is it nice
Yeah,
to
you take that back, you hoser.
I work very hard at being a degenerate. Thank you very much.
A disembodied voice there, at the table.
I was going to say, where's the
I
key?
know. I've just come back. I've literally just come back.
Check.
Let's sit down then. And take all my money because my hand is shit.
So go on then. What were you supposed to be doing tonight?
I was supposed to be sitting on the top of a boat, sailing around in the middle of the Mediterranean Sea.
Oh, right. You've not
We
left
wanna do
something
that.
for us. You just can't go anywhere.
Oh.
I was supposed to be doing some scuba diving in the middle of the night. And
Oh, nice.
Oh, that'd be fun.
That would have been awesome.
so fun.
Oh, wow.
So much fun.
Nice, Aimee. At the moment,
you.
I'm hopeful. Fingers crossed, my holiday will go ahead in in January. It should be far enough away. So
yeah,
just got
hopefully.
to wait and see. But we are supposed to be going to Florida, so
Nice.
Well, I'm supposed to be
Yeah,
going to
I was
Florida
invited
around
to
that time,
Florida
but
too,
January is a bit funny for, isn't it?
we've been a few times Florida in January. It's not been bad.
Never
No,
bloody
it's
cold
nice
there.
at that time of year down there.
Yeah. Not too
Yeah,
hot,
I'm
and the theme
not-
parks aren't too busy.
I'm not
Right.
too sure, but I'm supposed to be in Florida around that time.
We're going on a
Oh,
nice
lunch is
big
lovely.
family holiday.
Yeah,
Nice.
No lunch
really
when you're over?
boring science conference.
Oh, fun. What were you saying then, Pip?
I said, are there any lunches due when you're over?
Oh, I'll have to have a check, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to
So
check that
that
out.
would be cool to see
Act
one.
casual, he'll probably know.
I will, actually. Where is Casual? I've not seen Casual in ages on any live streams.
Not very well, I was waiting on
Oh, is he still not well? I
No.
did see, because I think last time I spoke to him, he said he wasn't well.
getting
Oh,
results
bless him.
for today. Or
Oh, bloody hell.
Wow.
Also, by the way, you did miss a super chat. Just
We did.
Oh,
We did?
Yeah, we ignored it because it was from Punchy.
Hey, shut up.
Oh, well, that's understandable.
Oh. Hey, man, honey, we got a super chat, darling.
I know it's just the show shilling themselves.
Get over here. Read.
There we go.
Christ Puncher for Canadian $2 said, for Tatty, heart emoji.
Aw. Say thank you.
We love you, Tatty.
Tatty.
We do.
Monkey.
Where's Daddy?
Dick just in the chat then. He chatted yesterday with him. He's okay, but not around much yet. Oh, bless him. I hope he's better soon.
Aw, poor thing.
I must pop him a message. I'm shit at messaging people. I really am. My main messages include messaging the same people almost every week. Are you playing poker?
Yeah, pretty much.
Coming to the quiz.
That's the message I get.
I'll read a bit of Barman and I's message history. Poker, yes sir. Poker, yep. Poker, yep. Hey Punchy, check out this cool goat porn site I found. Poker.
The thing is, he's not far off. But that's the same as my message history to most people. There'll be the occasional, here's something else, but otherwise it's just like, yeah, there's poker.
I just got a link and I was like, I got a link today and I was like, what's this for? And it's like, poker. Wait. I was there last week. You want me on again? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you get a message.
Yeah, that's a.
I came one night, crafty, and I've never been able to get away.
No,
Well, I
you
figure
normally message
either-
me during the day.
I
Fine,
figure
you can do
either Barman hates me or he loves me. So either way, I'm cool. I'm cool.
Okay,
you-
so what do you call a crystal clear urine?
Oh God, go on.
1080p.
Oh, for God's sake.
I like it.
I gotta
Come on,
break out my
chat, get
app.
the jokes. Yeah, come on,
Yay.
chat. Tell me the
Baby.
jokes. Well done, guys.
Thank you.
Wow, 627.
I know. I don't know how I'm doing this.
Wow. Hammering it today.
I am.
Look, distracted in the chat now.
Well, you guys. So I bought my daughter a locket and put her picture in it. Now she is independent.
Oh, for God's sake. That's terrible. Terrible.
I like that one.
Oh, Tusk has got the standard sort of silly one. I've been trying to explain puns to my kleptomaniac friend, but he always takes things literally.
Dark Knight
Ah,
Apologetics.
shit. Okay, I just
Dark
found
Knight
out. that my-
Apologetics has a good point. Tattie-Bogle, can we vote to gong Christ Puncher on the head? I think that's what Streamlabs really wants to do.
You can try, but it won't do anything.
There's nothing there to harm.
Oh, you guys, okay. Speaking of jokes, the year 2020 is going to be filled with so many puns about perfect vision. I can just see it now.
Oh, God.
Oh.
Oh, I'm sure Aimee
So
was
many
trying to give us
problems
a
with
bad
that
one as
joke.
well.
There were so many problems with that joke because 2020 vision doesn't mean perfect; it just means average.
No
party
pooper.
He's always got to be a party pooper, hasn't he?
Okay, AB's never allowed back at poker night. Okay, so I also just found out that my friend has a secret life as a priest. It's his alter ego.
No.
Oh. Tusk is getting still as bad. I was going to a party to celebrate passing my calculus exam, but you should never drink and derive. That's a nerd joke right there.
Okay,
yeah.
I got a question of a lifetime here. Why is it that your nose runs but your feet smell?
That's the sort of question you have at like 3 a.m. when you can't sleep, along with
Exactly.
if I unscrew my belly button, will my ass fall off?
Okay. Well, so my neighbor blamed my gravel for making him fall, but it was his dumbass fault.
Yeah, folding that one.
What, that joke?
Yeah.
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 All of the above.
Tusk again. My wife just made a suit out of chocolate candy.
Good
She's a bit
job.
of a smarty pants.
Well, here's a
Okay,
good
I
one.
just found out that I will be in Florida in the first week of November.
Nice.
That's not a
Yeah.
joke.
Okay.
No. Well, it is a
think
joke.
it is.
Wait, is there a punchline?
Hang on.
Florida, man.
When are the
Does
elections?
there have to be? It's Florida.
First week of November.
Hey!
The first Tuesday. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. I hope you are aware that I am actually running.
Jesus.
Okay. So speaking of all that, you guys, you might not believe that today is Canada's 150th birthday. It's Trudeau.
Trudeau. Like it.
Oh.
I do too.
But then people need to know who Trudeau is.
He's our president.
I'm apologizing for nothing.
You're a PM.
Screwing up his country.
Not your president.
No, he's just
not my
PM.
Not your president.
Oh.
Hey, he's our president, and he has nice hair. And that's a Canadian inside joke.
Prime Minister.
President. Hey, I'm trying to help the Americans here. They don't understand. Not everyone has a president.
Hey, what have I been saying for the past 5 minutes?
I've
I've been calling him your PM, your Prime Minister, and all that crap.
Yeah, but you used to live in Canada, so you understand.
I really should get that shit out of my ears because all I heard was moo.
Oh.
Well,
Oh no, honestly, no, because
the thing
of
is, if all you hear is moo, that's just a sign that you should get out of the Netherlands.
well, no, but you guys, here's the thing.
This isn't a joke. This is actually reality. I don't have a rooster waking me up in the morning. I have a cow outside my window mooing. That's not even a joke.
Oh, damn it, man. I know it was me thinking you were going to say this.
Potty mode. I've learned to ignore you.
It was me thinking she wasn't going to say. Or she was going to say it wasn't a rooster, but it was a big cock.
Tatty, you're so rude. Oh,
Go ahead.
No, go on.
What has 2 gray legs and 2 brown legs?
Oh, wow.
I don't know.
An elephant with diarrhea.
Oh, God. Oh, I was just going to say I'm going to ignore Quitty's the sprinklers joke.
Yeah, we should.
We're too early in the day for that, and we're not drunk enough.
No, we're never. It's never too early in the day.
Okay, well, I have one that's a little bit less crazy than crazy. So, I walked in on my wife yelling that she hates low-lying clouds. I hadn't the foggiest idea what I missed. Oh my god! Now, so we've all heard this one before. I'm just laughing because it came up on my dad joke app. The only thing flat earthers fear is fear itself.
Yay!
Now, we've all heard that. We've all heard that one, but I'm surprised that it came up on my joke app. So you know, flat earth's a joke when.
Yeah.
Dick Dawson says, you know how hard it is to watch this sober.
He needs booze now.
No, he's right. I have absolutely no idea how hard it is to watch us sober.
Yeah. As 9 o'clock hero says, I may have a drinking problem. The wife asked me to toast the bread, so I raised my glass and said, "Here's to the toast."
Well, I think it's well established that I have a drinking problem. I mean, I've got 2 hands and only 1 mouth.
Perfect.
Yeah. Well. Look at that. So you get
Just
one of
sad
those
joke.
beer fucking. Go on.
In hindsight, I shouldn't have rubbed that ketchup into my eyes.
In 9 o'clock here, I'm sick of babysitting my mum's grandkids.
I like that one as well.
Thank you. Nice.
Okay. You know what? I've come to realize I don't like people who take drugs. For example, airport security.
I agree.
Ooh. What beeping?
Hello, that's the ice cream van.
Really?
I tonight no. I'm just.
What are you doing, Pip?
If you're not drunk enough for my jokes, you're doing it wrong.
Very true, Quitties. Oh, Chucky McNubbin. Green turned to blue, blue turned to red, red turned to yellow, yellow turned to white, white turned to black. No wonder the zebras get confused.
Well, let's see.
What did the blanket say when it fell off the bed?
What?
Oh, sheet.
Nice.
Okay. So the other day, my wife said,
Thank you.
Baby.
A hustler tonight. A hustler tonight.
Thank you.
She really is.
Yeah, I picked
Thank
a bad. I picked a bad seat to sit in. I should have picked Amy's.
You should have.
Yes. Okay. Well, the other, my wife said that I don't have any empathy. I don't understand why she feels that way.
Oh, hell no.
What did you fold?
I love this.
I'm going to reveal after, you know.
I wrote a script for a movie where a guy's daughter gets kidnapped and he sets out to find her. Turns out the idea was taken.
Hey.
I wrote another script. I wrote another script where the father was kidnapped, but that idea was taken too. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Like that.
That was good.
That's
Go
awesome.
Tusk.
Oh, check.
Well, so the other day, I began reading a horror novel in Braille. Something bad is about to happen. I can feel it.
Oh, God's sake. That's terrible.
Jesus. That's terrible.
Mr. Victory.
What's up?
What you call a pig that does karate?
A pork chop.
Yay! I'm sure we've heard that one before, but it's still funny.
Can we just get because Vic is there? Can we just get the no?
So cute.
No, she's precious.
Seriously, we still need a yay.
Oh, I'm very sure I can get her to do
You need to
that.
get that done.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Chuck him at
she's with her mom this weekend, but I definitely will get that one.
Nice.
Oh, awesome.
Oh, you need to jump with that one as well, man.
People keep telling me to fuck off, but I don't know who that off person is, so I can't fuck off. So if someone could point out off, I'd be happy to fuck off. Although we're all
So, okay, one time I asked God for a bike, but I know God doesn't work that way, so I stole a bike and asked for forgiveness.
Oh, we got 9 o'clock here as next one.
I
Old
know.
lady says
Oh,
to her
geez,
hubby,
I'm
my
cringing
nipples,
already.
my nipples are as hot today as they were 50 years ago. Hubby replies, ought to be. One's in your coffee and the other's in your porridge.
Very nice. 9 o'clock.
Yeah. Quitsy's one's good as well. A bit more in taste. Why can't a hand be 12 inches long? Because then it'd be a foot.
Okay, well, so my wife complains that I never buy her flowers. I didn't know she sold any.
Oh, I once saw a dwarf drink a bottle of food colouring for money. It was funny at the time, but he died a little inside.
How does a flirt change a light bulb? They can't, as they don't believe in spinning around things. Nice, Vic.
That's good. That's good.
Very nice.
Ooh, this is getting a big pot. Apart from Tatty. Oh, there he is.
Where?
Yes.
I like Eden's aquaponics joke there.
No,
So a Higgs boson walks into a church. The priest says, sorry, we don't allow Higgs bosons here. Higgs boson replies, but without me, how can you have mass?
Hey!
Oh, men at 25 play football, men at 40 play tennis, men at 60 play golf. Have you noticed that as you get older, your balls get smaller?
Oh, tusks. How many Germans does it take to change a light bulb? Just one. They're very efficient and not that funny.
9 o'clock hero just posted something that is probably my favorite one of the night so far. They say you can't fix stupid. Turns out you can't quarantine it either.
That's good. That is good.
Bravo.
Okay, what do you call a
Yay, Pip.
small mother?
I don't know. What do you call a small mugger?
A small mother.
Oh, a small mother. Go on.
A minimum.
Oh, for God's sake.
That's a reversal of the quiz night.
It
there.
is, yeah.
Maximum.
Yeah,
That was
maximum.
brilliant.
Yeah. Oh, Dark Knight Apologetics. He needs 82 subs to reach 200. Who's dropping a microphone? Link
I
in the
did.
description for anyone who's new and hasn't seen Dark Knight Apologetics. So his link is there. They just started putting
I
it out
was
one
a
night.
member.
Just saying, I only need 8 for 100.
You only need 8 for 100. Corpus Defectus needs 8 for 100. I'm sure I had your link somewhere.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I've been subscribing to people, and I've had to resubscribe because they've
Oh, it happens all the time. YouTube
they've
is a
just been
pain in the ass.
deleting. I think I'm subscribed to too many people. I see it now as a challenge.
How many can I be subscribed to in one go?
And you know what?
There it is.
All the ones that they've been deleting from my channel. They haven't deleted Ranties.
Fuck.
I know, right?
Well, that's the thing I'm finding, right? It's this whole YouTube censorship thing that the Flat Earth is pushing. My recommended, as in the shit that actually pops up as push notifications, it's always bullshit from Sleeping Warrior, D-Marble, fucking Geronism. But if I tell YouTube to notify me of a premiere of, say, Sarcastic Barman that's coming up, it fucking won't.
No.
Exactly.
And
I've
I am
noticed
not
that
even
too.
subscribed to the Flat Earth channels. I don't even watch their shit.
Ranties is the only one that I'm subscribed to, only because I'm kind of enjoying the saga between him and Riley right now.
Oh yeah, that's all going on. Isn't it?
I'm not one for gossip. I'm really not. But this is better than TV. Watching it implode like that.
Yeah. Oh, Tusk says for AB, the trick is to get them all to block you. Then you don't get notifications from their channel.
There you go. You have a mission now.
There you go.
I don't go over to their channels to harass them or
You don't have
talk
to.
them.
All you have to do is present evidence, and they'll block you.
Yeah.
It's
but
great.
the thing is, that's what I do.
What happens if you block them?
Yay!
But then they
But
pull out
it-
their little big baby.
AB, you familiar with your videos? Do you think any furb can understand any of the content you put up? They just see math and go, "Oh, it's fake."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Numbers don't mean anything.
Remember,
Really?
they need very simple things like Velcro. I mean, for fuck's sake, what kind of moron goes, "Duh, I can't feel your spin, therefore it's not spinning." See, you're fucking morons.
My favorite one at the moment is always going to be when they show pictures of a flat horizon over water. Go, see, look, it's flat. And I say, explain where high tide and low tide is in that picture. And
Nice.
flummox the shit out of them.
The thing is,
Well, no.
I know that Ken Wheeler is really trigger happy on the blocking, but I haven't managed to get blocked by him.
Yes. Well, and remember too, the tides are caused by the Earth's rise and lowering on the bosom of the Great Deep.
Oh, yes, of course.
Spurs the other day trying to tell me it was wind. Wind causes the tides.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
Well,
I haven't even brought up what caused the tides. It was just, please explain where the high and low tide is in this picture you say is flat water. Well,
The wind causes tides.
Well, that's
Hold
some
on.
very that's some very predictable wind. Can we
It
harness
is,
that
isn't it?
somehow?
And it's amazing when the wind's still blowing towards you, but the tide's actually going out. It's magic wind. I think he doubled down then and said it's God.
So every
Well-
morning at around 10 o'clock in the morning, do all the waters kind of go away from my house or towards my toilet?
So, Chris Lewis, I don't know if you know much about Chris Lewis, but he does a lot of music, and he recently did the amazing song called the amazing song "The Flat Earth Wars," and so I'm linking that in the chat.
Yes, it's fantastic.
Because it has 2 extra verses now containing Bob the Science Guy and Blue Marble Science. So
nice.
that is such a brilliant song.
It's really good.
I can't get over it.
So-
Fuck. You know what? Your little the thing you just said distracted me from the game, and I had a fucking winning hand as well. Seriously, I
It was
shit you
purposely
not.
done.
Oh, but
So did I.
did you think your flush was better than my full house? I don't have a full house, so I'm folding.
Yeah,
So-
I don't have anything.
You could not.
But I
ruin
still
my
like it.
full
I
house.
still love the fact that I was able to distract you.
I had 4
Amy,
Thank you.
Hey, look at Amy.
And Chris
Amy's
Lewis,
fucking...
Chris Lewis is actually in the chat, so
Oh no!
get a chance. When you get a chance, go and check that video out. The song
Yeah,
was
it's a hoot.
incredible.
It's a hoot.
This was excellent.
Yeah,
Amy,
I've been
since you're balling now, can I have some of your money to go so I can get some swag?
No, I've been meaning to work it into one of my videos.
Amy, I love you. Can I borrow something?
Might mirror that one. That'd be
Your
quite
birthday
good.
cake, Keela. Don't forget your birthday cake will appear.
Yeah, birthday cake.
Yeah.
Mhm,
Oh,
mhm,
it'll come eventually. Actually, talking about cake, I am for the first time in about 2 years, I decided to bake a cake today, and I did a chocolate Madeira
Nice.
cake, and it turned out beautifully.
Oh, chocolate.
I was
Madeira
very
cake.
proud.
Nice.
I need cake now.
I don't think I've ever had chocolate Madeira cake, but I like Madeira cake.
Yeah, I'll give you the recipe. It's really easy to do and really nice.
It's
Oh my
just
God.
Madeira cake with a bit
Jesus
of
Christ.
cocoa powder.
But
Fucking
I
Discord.
I was in a car crash about 8-9 years ago, and I had like blackouts. I had concussion, so I had different issues, and one of the issues was blackouts. And one time I was actually cooking breakfast. I was in my mom's house, and the next thing I realized, my hand was on fire.
Oh,
So I just cracked the egg into the frying pan. The next thing I knew, my hand was on fire. So yeah, I kind of lost all my nerve when it came to cooking for a while, and I've
Right.
just been like loosely cooking things, basic stuff. But yeah, I'm starting to get back into baking and making stuff for myself, and yeah. So the Madeira cake was a big step forward. I loved it.
Yeah, I'll have that recipe too.
Awesome.
9 o'clock hero says, I hope the virus clears up before the tick season, or we'll be having corona with Lyme.
oh.
Oh.
I have noticed that every supermarket I walk in, Corona beer is on offer.
Yeah, quite great, isn't it?
Quite
Oh, apparently
Yeah.
Corona's
Corona's
apparently
not
they're not making beer right now. Apparently,
Are they
I'm
not?
I
surprised.
heard this somewhere.
I
Because their
would
sales
imagine
is
that
so
then
low.
they need to get rid of the stock they've got on hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, because people are so fucking stupid. They hear the word coronavirus and they just think, oh, I'm not drinking Corona anymore. Like,
Well, the
Yeah,
problem is Corona
Corona.
tastes like piss water anyway. So who the
oh no, I
drink
Yeah,
never bought it
Well,
before
that's the
this.
thing.
I
I
never
mean,
bought it
my
before
main
this.
issue is that they insist on putting it in a bottle. And if I buy a case of Corona, right? If I buy a case of Corona, that's all well and good. But the great thing, if I buy, say, a case of San Miguel or Heineken, I can crush the cans down and put them in my recycling bags, and it doesn't take up a lot of space.
Oh, so you guys
Whereas
don't
if I
that
have
there,
bottles
then.
of Corona, then I have huge, recycling bags, and it makes me look like the alcoholic that I clearly am.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
AB, in that case, you should see my garage right now because we haven't been able to take empties back. We can take them back now, finally, but we couldn't for the last like 3 months or whatever. And my garage, it looks like the back room at a beer vendor because I have so many bags of empties. Because here, you can take them back for money, right? Like, there's a deposit.
Yeah, we
so for
don't have
cans and
that
bottles-
here.
So we do. We get 10 cents back. So
Yeah,
I could
we
probably
do.
get about $150 right now for all my empty cans in my garage.
Yeah,
Nice.
we don't have that here. So we've just got curbside recycling, and we've got
Yeah.
to put them all in bags, and all the recycling bags are issued by the local government. But they're clear, so everyone can see what you've been drinking. So if it's just Corona bottles, right, it is horrible. At least with Heineken cans or something like that, you can just stomp on them. They become really small, and you hide it.
Yeah.
You're
I-
missing the main point,
Hide the
maybe.
evidence.
Missing the main point. Corona tastes like piss.
I was gonna say I never drank Corona before all this, but you think their loyal fans or their loyal consumers wouldn't be so stupid as to stop buying their beer because it happens to share a name with something else? Like,
Yeah, true, but there are idiots in the world, and Corona isn't great beer, but it's still beer, and if it's cheap, I'll buy it.
Yeah, it's
Well,
a nice
I'm the
beer
same way.
in summer, outside, sun shining, bit of lime in it. It's like, yeah, whatever. If that's all you got, that's all you got. I mean, I'm lucky I've got like decent beer on draft, but yeah.
Yeah, if I call it correctly, do you know what the lime is actually traditionally for?
It's keep out the flies and shit.
Yeah, precisely. So what's the point in the fucking UK?
Because I like lime in my beer.
Yeah, but it's
if
to
I'm
keep
going to
out the
drink lager.
mosquitoes that we don't really get in the UK.
No, but I get wasps.
Yeah, but well, fuck it.
So Tusk just asked if it's my birthday because you were talking about cakes. First of all, no, they're talking about getting extra chips. There's a little cake that appears on top of the screen. And second of all, you don't need it to be your birthday to want cake. Cake is forever.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I like
absolutely.
cake. That's why I'm fat.
I like baking cakes.
Cake is forever.
Cake is forever.
And let's see who have we got. I mean, you know, some people, but a good old Dutch boerencake.
Oh, hell yeah, lekker.
Oh, my word.
Oh, fuck me.
Oh my god.
Who got the flush? Oh, Mr. Victory. Nice.
Good job, Mr. Victory.
Oh, just dropping Dutch Heretic. I think he needs now 15 more subs to get him to the 300 mark. So I'll just drop that link in there. He did an awesome video based on one of our live streams yesterday. Was it yesterday?
That was great to be a part of.
That was really good. So yeah, well worth a check out for anyone. But,
Yes.
oh, I need to win some chips. This is getting ridiculous.
I'll try to link my channel.
You need to win chips? Look where I'm at. I've been too distracted with the chat, though.
Barman, how many chips do you have in your balance in total? Not in play right now.
1,976.
You're a bit more than me. I have
got
1639.
I have around 1,000 chips in an account somewhere. I can't remember the password to that account.
It's just resting in an account, is it? Just resting in an account?
No,
Yeah.
the same thing happened to me, Aimee. I think this is my third poker account now because I keep on forgetting the password.
Nope. And Corpus Defectus, as he's here, but he's not said, he needs 8 more subs to get to 100. I think I posted his link before.
Okay.
But we'll shill people out tonight. And
that's right.
hopefully it'll distract everyone and I get to win some chips. Probably not on this hand, though.
Oohish. No.
And obviously, don't forget Pip's 700 subscriber special where they're going to play games.
Yes.
Subscriber special of Doom. Yeah, I'm playing Quick Clash.
back on course.
The first time I played that was yesterday. It was quite fun.
Well, if you've got an hour, you think you get an hour. You can come and have a go.
Yeah, so you go from here to Pip, then to the UnCalled Four, and then to the next thing.
So nice.
Yeah, what's after the UnCalled Four? I won't be awake, but what's after? No, I will be awake because I have to go back down to the kid.
Oh,
So-
right,
Every
right.
time. So just to
in the
explain,
chat.
right? Just to explain. So when we have a kid, for 2 days straight, I have to go down at like 11 o'clock, 2, 3 o'clock, and then like 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning. So I don't sleep, and that's been going on for 3.5 weeks now. I've been like grabbing like 2 hours sleep here or there, and there's like at one point I went 4 days without sleep at all, and I just hit a brick wall. It was so hard getting through that day. And I think actually that was the day. I think that was the day where the Silly Shills went mad, where we took over the running of the chat.
I don't want to be a dick or something, but I've got 4 kids, and per kid, that's 3 months of like being awake, so the wife gets some rest.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you.
Yeah.
I think,
So I just
AB
need to lower
signs-
the tone. I just need to
Oh.
lower the tone, really.
Oh,
because,
and I was gonna, and also since we're
9
just,
o'clock hero said that bar and bra are the same letters but different words. Both
Good
keep
job,
men
Vic.
waiting until they open. I'm sorry,
Hey.
9 o'clock hero. If you cannot open a
Victory.
bra on the first time round, it's not worth your while.
okay, and I was gonna say, okay.
Oh, Global Mommy, you're the best.
Sorry, 9 o'clock
Oh.
hero just said, I don't mean to brag, but I finished my 14-day diet in 3 hours, 8 minutes.
Hey!
That's great.
Yeah, that's the same thing as stopping smoking is easy. I do it 20 times a day.
There was a debate recently with Cats and Marvel Girl. If you haven't checked that out, it's on a Marvel Girl's channel, and it's very, very funny. They were basically putting two flirts against each other. One nominated one, and Cats nominated allegedly Dave. Now I don't know if you've seen Allegedly Dave, but if you have,
He drinks his own piss, right?
Yeah.
if you
I've
don't
got a
remember,
video of him
the
this
reason
week.
why I'm bringing it up is because that just reminded me the fasting or the diet reminds me of when he said, for someone who has done a 14-day fast and forgotten to eat for 8 or 9 days, he found fasting difficult.
Oh, this was when he was going to be a breatharian or something. wasn't it?
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
Who forgets to eat for 8 or 9 days?
I
Flat
sometimes
earthers.
forget to eat for 8 or 9 minutes.
His pee must have tasted horrible.
Okay, I was gonna say back when everyone was out shilling channels and all that. Speaking of shilling shows, so as most of you probably know by now, Ilya and myself have a show that's coming out, the Ilya and Punchy Stupidly Creepy Show, where we just take on not necessarily conspiracy theories, but just anything related to like paranormal stuff that's kind of spooky. That can be conspiracy theories. It can also be stuff like ghost sightings and abductions, like alien abductions and things like that. But so we won't have premieres right away, as we're still kind of figuring out that. I'm learning Dick's that he's gonna help us with to learn the animation software and get that figured out. However, we're gonna start streaming every Saturday at 2 o'clock Eastern time on Saturday, and our first show is actually.
What time is that for normal people?
2 o'clock. No, for normal people, it's 1 o'clock Central Time. But you got to figure out your own time zone.
I said for normal.
No. I don't think you understand what normal is, boy.
No, normal is Central Time. Central Time. Anywho, I put a link in the side
it's
chat.
general.
If you're not subscribe. Hit the little bell and the notification thingy. And
Normal time is Greenwich Modern Time, my friend.
GMT, my friend. GMT.
Mean time. It's the average time. It's the expectation value.
It's CET, Central European Time.
If I have to work it out for myself,
Who would have guessed the little dumpster fire on this show would have come from GMT in time zone?
I know.
Well, all I
Of
can
all
say
the
is
things.
well, right now, technically, we're not even Central Standard Time. We're Central Daylight Savings Time. So it should actually be at noon CST, but it's 1 o'clock CDT.
So we
Yeah,
have that
so
here
what is
plus
that in GMT?
I don't care.
You should. You're trying to sell this shit. You're trying to sell this shit. Come on.
Yay, Pip.
Well,
Get on it.
Punchy, what time is it by you now?
Okay, right now it's 4:20. Seriously.
4:20, and it's 10:20 here. So do the maths.
11,
Yeah, I know you're 6 hours ahead.
So why didn't you just add 6 hours to your show time if you know it in your own time zone?
I literally just said I don't care. Figure that out on your own.
Yeah, but we don't know what time zone you are. We don't care.
Not cool.
Yeah, we
Please
don't know
hang
that.
on while I get my popcorn.
Like, have you never noticed whenever I list my show times so anyone asks, it's like, yeah, it's this time UK time.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Barman, do you know why? Do you know
Why?
why I never ask you? Because I do the math in my head. I can figure out my own time zone. Everyone else should do that too. I'm
Yeah,
not here to
but
babysit.
Yeah,
everyone.
but
I
that
know
takes
what
I don't know what
time-
the difference in your time
Hold
zone
on,
is.
sorry. Are you
not being very nice.
having a go at people not being able to do math?
No, that takes effort.
Basic
Me
math.
plus
Kind
math
of our
equals no.
habit, right?
My response to that is
Getting a
my
credit.
response to you is me plus math equals no.
Yeah, but it's just basic math. I mean,
I second that.
Hey, I didn't
I mean-
say complicated math there. I said me plus math equals no.
I can't argue that. That's true. My apologies. Just remember, we're not all ABs. We're not all AB science here.
That's
In
true.
fairness, the other day I did actually check
Highest.
that
No, missed it.
12 plus 4 all over 2 was equal to 8.
Sometimes you
But
have to
what's
check
funny
things.
is we
Brain
all have
farts
to
are
like
real.
sit there and work that out.
That's actually
Yeah,
I'm
brain
gonna get
farts.
my fingers out here. Say that again.
That's like going into Harvard and they're making all the intelligent jokes and you're just sitting there like, what? Yeah.
No,
We love you,
what's that
I
Amy.
know
always-
how you feel, Kathy. I know how you feel.
No,
Well,
the
what's that
amount of
always-
exams I've sat
See,
there.
this is why I won't do debates with flirps, because I'm good at like the sociology side of things, but as soon as they start targeting the physics stuff, and
Yeah.
I'm just like, nope, that's not
They
my area
cannot
of
do the
expertise.
perfect stuff. They cannot do it. Come on, they don't. What you don't understand, you cannot dish out.
That is true.
Well,
That is
no,
very
but,
true.
but I think what Keela is trying to say though is when they say stuff like that, she just can't personally refute it because she doesn't know the actual proper way to. And I'm in the same boat. Like they could make up some physics stuff, but I can't say they're wrong necessarily because I can't explain how they're wrong off the top of my head if they want to really get into it.
This
But
is why
what
I love watching the likes
But
of
I
AB
shit you
Science
not.
and Fight the Flat Earth
I-
and stuff.
Yeah.
I do recall, I do recall an exam where one of the questions was kind of like solve the Schrödinger equation for a spherically symmetric potential, and I did
You
that.
might as
all
well
off
be
the top of
talking
my head.
Italian.
And I just did that all off the top of my head. But 5 minutes later, I was literally checking 128 divided by 4. I was just going, fuck.
Oh, wow.
It's the simple things that get you, isn't it? It's the simple things.
Yeah.
Because you're so
Oh,
used
yeah.
to working in that complicated field that when it comes to simple concepts, sometimes it's like your mind farts.
Well, the thing is,
Yeah.
arithmetic has nothing to do with mathematics.
No, I can
And
do
that's
it.
just the reality of it.
I'm still
Arithmetic
lost.
has nothing to do with mathematics. Mathematics is about logic, it's about structure. And if you're a physicist, you don't care about numbers.
Well, because we'll put it this way. That's what fucking calculators are for. It's more following the steps.
Here, here.
Precisely.
Remember before when they told you you won't be able to carry a calculator about with
I
you?
was just gonna say that, yeah. And now everyone just reach in your pocket and grab that thing that you use for porn or phone calls.
I used it like 5 minutes ago.
Shit, it does phone calls as well?
Yeah, wait, when did this happen?
What's a phone call?
Sorry. Hold on. Tusk just wrote one of the best things I've ever seen in the chat. My friend told me an onion is the only food that makes you cry. So I hit him in the face with a coconut. That's what AB Science just did to us. That's what AB Science just did to us.
Got a Dutch heretic in the background as well. 7 + 5 = 11t3.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey, I can't argue that.
That's about right. Yeah.
Prove that it's wrong.
Jesus,
Prove
no,
that it's
no.
wrong.
I saw something else funny as well. Where was it? Dark Knight Apologetics. I'm really good at maths. I have to be good at maths. If I don't stay good at maths, I lose money. I'm an accountant. So
Well done.
He just
Mommy,
says
I will
he's good at maths.
absolutely be there.
Can I be rude and ask how much longer we've got to go?
35 minutes.
You can leave any time, but
I
then
am.
we'll miss you.
Yeah, just give us all your chips before you go.
We'll be very sad.
You can leave
Yeah.
anytime,
Yeah,
but we will think
I'm,
less.
I'm not going to play cards anymore. I'll hang about for a bit.
Give me
Dad
no
would-
money,
anything you
Ted.
Dad
like.
would love to check the.
You can never leave.
You can leave anytime you want. We'll just follow you home.
That's right. Ah.
Oh,
It's already at home.
I don't trust you, Vic. I don't trust that at all.
To be honest,
Oh.
at this point, I'm just pressing random buttons.
I've been
I'm
doing that
quite-
all along.
And as it stands, I've got less success than the monkey.
I'm wondering.
How is the monkey doing? Because I was talking to him there. I was chatting to him for a while, and then he went quiet on me, and then he messaged me again, and then went quiet. So, is he all right?
Did you send him?
Oh, no, it sounds like monkey.
I know he's
Yeah.
he's had some loss, and I know he's going
Yay,
through a bit.
thank you.
I just want to make sure he's okay.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
last time I checked, he had coronavirus.
He's recovered.
Oh, did
No, well,
Nah.
he did have a loss in his family, and
Yeah.
yeah, so I'm just a bit worried about him and hope that he's okay.
Yeah, me too. I like the
Yeah.
Yeah, he's off and on. He's off and on with this stuff. It's he just does his thing.
Yeah, as long as he knows that we're here and we love him.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
Monkey's completely on board. Is just that, well, he's been ill. Yeah, I think there has been a loss, and because he is a barber as well, so at the moment struggling quite a bit. Lockdown and
Yeah.
I could do that.
Yeah, poor monkey. Ooh.
No good.
but we love Monkey.
We do.
We
We
do.
love the monkey.
We do.
We love
We do.
the pervy poo throwing, tail swirling monkey.
Who just randomly
The first
walks off
chat,
into
the first
the
chat
middle
I
of
was
the
ever in
road.
with the Shills. The first chat I was ever, and I was in the chat room. He asked, could he sit next to me? And I was like, "Yay, monkey!"
That does sound
So,
like
gotta
the
love
monkey.
the monkey.
Yeah. Thank you.
Oh, nice.
Woohoo! Go Amy.
Thank you.
Oh, what we got here? Eden's Aquaphonics. How many hardware engineers does it take to change a light bulb? None. It can be fixed in software.
9 o'clock here says, I filled my blow-up doll with helium today. Now she's playing hard to get.
Chicken, gotta
25
love them.
corpus.
Chucky McNubbin.
Yeah,
Chicken,
but
gotta love them. Oh, hello. Gotta love them. They're one of the few animals we eat before they're born and after they're dead. Nice.
Oh, by the way, Barman and I got killed at the same time, and we go to heaven and stuff. And then God tells us that we can do anything, but we cannot pick fruits from the trees and from the plants. And well, I got hungry, so I started eating some grapes. And I thought, oh, that was nice. And God sees it, so he grabs me. And he pulls down my pants and he kicks a friggin' grape in my ass. And I start laughing and laughing. And he thinks, what the fuck are you laughing at me? So he takes another one and kicks it in my ass. And I start to laugh even harder. And then he said, why are you laughing? Well, I just saw a barman eat a coconut.
Oh, you bastard. At least it wasn't a pineapple.
All right, okay. Jokes at barman's expense. So,
Sorry.
So we all got killed, and we end up in heaven. And
why is everyone killing me?
Yeah, well, we're killing everyone. We're killing everyone.
Okay. Tusk's last one apparently, and has requested not to ban Tusk. My daughter stood on a butterfly yesterday, so I said no butter for a week as a punishment. Today she stood on a cockroach. Nice try, honey. Nice try. Wow. Just let that sink in right there.
Oh. Go on, AB. Finish your joke at my expense.
So we let's see, who am I going to pick? Okay, so we die and we all go to heaven, and
are you sure about that?
Yes, I'm sure about it. And but before we're allowed in, St. Peter, he says, like, well, I've got to give you the tour to see if it's all to your liking. So he takes me on a tour, and it's all lovely, but I noticed that all these weird clocks hanging around somewhere. And well, after a while, and I see little name tags on the clocks. So I see Tatty, I see Amy, I see Punchy on the clocks and everything. And I ask, well, what's with all the clocks? And why are the names on it? Well, the names are associated with a person. And every time someone masturbates, the clock goes forward an hour. And it's like, oh shit! All right, okay. So where's barman's clock? Oh, that's in the kitchen. We use that as air conditioning.
Ah, yes, right.
Nice.
Wow. I know a couple of people takes me on the tour jokes too. But
That was beautiful.
Oh, that was terrible.
Look at that, man. Ku Klux Klan. I'm sorry.
Oh,
buddy.
jeez.
Oh,
Oh, jeez.
Bleep that out, please.
No, it's the crusty comedy classic. That was actually.
Hell yeah.
Fuck's sake, I pressed the wrong button.
you meant to raise more.
Yeah.
Right, guys, I'm going to say good night, and I hope I'll see you all in about half
All
an
right,
hour.
Amy,
I
we
will
shall see you
definitely be over.
shortly.
Catch
Yeah,
up
sure.
on
Okay, Pip.
Bye.
Oh, God.
Bye.
Soon, Pip.
I'm looking at. Oh, yeah. Yeah, mind.
I'll see you
Ignore me.
later.
You're looking at Barman.
Pip in my pants.
Oh.
Bye.
See you later, babe.
See you soon, Pip. Good night.
Why can't I raise it or call it?
I don't
Does
know.
it hate
It's
you?
all
Okay.
in.
Oh, there we go.
Because it hates you.
Wow, I'm so glad I thought of that. So who had it? Punchy
Whoa.
had it.
I would have been
Good
pissed if
job,
it didn't let me go
Punchy.
before I ran out.
In fairness, that if it didn't allow you to do that, it would have hit. I would have said, "Yeah, I hate you."
Oh, I would have been just
Especially
like,
since you had the
why?
king.
But yeah.
Da-da. Ooh, it's gone all silent. We've run out of jokes.
Yeah, Tuska's gone to bed.
Yeah, our 9 o'clock hero's got one then. My mate said his dog retrieved a stick from 3 miles away. Seems a bit far-fetched to me.
Nice.
Well, I did manage to snaffle a couple of plus strokes from earlier, if you want them. One was, I picked up a hitchhiker yesterday. Well, I feel obliged to. After all, I did run him over.
Oh, God. Oh, terrible.
Well, how's about? I cooked pancakes this morning. Kids weren't too happy about it though. Apparently pancakes was her favourite pet.
Nice.
Oh. Oh, I like Chucky McNubbins in the chat at the moment. I sent my resume off to Heaven and Hell to see if I can get into either. Lucia replied. He told me there's no chance I'm getting in there. He's scared I'll take over. That was a good one.
I like this one that Quiddy says. I've seen it before, but it's always a good one. Why did the mushroom throw a great party? He was a fun guy.
Oh, apparently Eden
Good job,
Aquaphonics says
Sunshine.
I missed the first part of her last joke. Oh, yeah. How many software developers does it take to change a light bulb? None. It's a hardware problem. And then the reverse. Yeah. Damn bloody engineers. Both
Hey,
sides.
I'm almost up 100 now.
I'm down tonight. I started well, and it's just been going downhill since then.
Well, yeah, because Amy's been fucking winning all the goddamn chips.
She
Look at her.
has. How rude, Amy. I don't think she's
Amy, and
Yeah.
Amy, Victor, and Punchy is like hoarding all the chips over there.
They are.
Sorry.
You're not
Amy,
sorry, though, are
Amy,
you?
do not apologize for winning. Winners never apologize. Just Canadians.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Oh, what did I just do there? Oh. Oh, never mind. I saw 10 and thought, no. And then I saw what was actually on the table. It's like, ah.
Oh.
10, eh?
what did one geode say to the other geode? Let's rock.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
Geodudes.
We have 25 minutes. Might as well do this.
Are you prepping bad jokes again, Punchy?
Okay, so I burned my Hawaiian pizza today. I should have cooked it on aloha temperature.
Oh, that's terrible.
Wow.
What do you call a toothless grizzly? A gummy
What?
bear.
Okay,
I read Dick Dawson's, but as we've had that joke already tonight, it just shows he's not paying full attention to us. How rude of him.
Does he ever?
Okay, so why were
And he said he's sober as well.
I know,
Mhm,
terrible.
mhm.
That's why he's not paying full
Dawson
attention.
is sober. When does that ever happen?
Yeah, it's probably early.
That is
Hey,
less
there-
likely than me being sober.
There is no such thing as a sober comedian.
I love his response to me though. I was working in Streamlabs, asshole. We love you, Dick. Don't worry.
What did you say? You just love dick or what?
Yes.
Yeah, he said he loved his dick.
Only special one.
At least 20 inches.
Oh, whenever your
Okay.
ex says to you, "You'll never find someone like me," the answer to that is, "That's the point."
Oh, yeah.
Okay, how about this? Why were Indiana Jones, Laura Croft, and Nathan Drake depressed?
I don't know.
Their careers were in ruins.
Oh god,
Uh,
that's terrible. Oh, Globe Mum, why is electricity so dangerous? Because it doesn't know how to conduct itself.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Audible
You're
groan.
bad, man.
Yeah. Oh, fold.
No.
There's only one thing worse than the jokes, and that's these bloody cards.
It
Yeah.
is a bit, isn't it?
Here, here.
Our poop.
Hey, you can't even say that. No.
Rude,
No,
Amy.
Amy. No.
Yeah. You've won too many chips to complain.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys, what? So, what word in the dictionary is always spelled incorrectly?
What's that?
Incorrectly.
Incorrect.
Yeah.
Wrong.
Oh, right. Well, just Dick Dawson got here. JM Truth is the kind of man you'd use as a blueprint to build an idiot. Yes, he is. Cool.
Yeah.
And what else we got? 9 o'clock hero. I went to a restaurant with the wife. The food was served. I said, "That looks delicious. Let's eat." The wife said, "Honey, you always say prayers at home before we eat." I said, "Yeah, but this chef can cook." Oh, that was a good one.
Who discovered?
Okay, so, not to brag, but yesterday I beat the state chess champion in less than 5 moves. Finally, my high school karate lessons came to some use.
What's the difference? Quiddies has. What's the difference between a poorly dressed man on a bicycle and a dapper man on a tricycle? Answer: a tire.
Yay!
Indeed.
Very nice.
Dick Dawson.
I like that one.
No, nobody thought Mel Gibson could play a Scot, but look at him now, alcoholic and racist.
You saw that commercial for
Fucking
Benton,
Canadian
older than you. I seen that Golden Globes.
Good, I'm
Yeah,
feeling
it's-
Frankie Boyle in
It's
the
so
chat.
good. Fuck.
Okay, I'm back.
Yay!
I like this one here. So, someone stole hundreds of cans of Red Bull from our local store. I don't know how they can sleep at night.
Ha! Oh dear me. These jokes do get worse week by week.
Yeah, it's because the top hits on Google are kind of running out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
it is hard to actually find jokes and you don't know whether you've heard them or not. Or
Well, that's why I like this app, because I'm seeing a lot of jokes that I haven't seen or heard from anyone before, at least that I can remember. But for instance, I got a parking ticket for being parked illegally the other day, and I have no idea why. The sign clearly said "fine for parking."
oh, Amy, are you going to do this on me? Come on, then,
Oh.
bring it.
Okay.
I tell you what. All right, you ready for this? Since we're nearly finished,
All in.
Oh.
yeah.
let's do it.
Oh, yeah.
It's not like you'll miss it.
Oh.
Not
Why
like you
didn't you
miss
go
it.
all in? Oh, come on.
Mr.
Shame on
Hogan.
you.
Nice. That's gone.
Damn, Amy.
Thank you.
That was it for tonight. I hope you enjoyed it.
No, this one's good here. So, my wife found out I was cheating on her after she found all the letters I was hiding. She got so mad and said she's never playing Scrabble with me again.
Nice. Grover Mommy,
I like that one.
Grover Mommy just put in the chat, what's the difference between a tire and a 365 used condoms? One's
Go on.
the other's a great year.
Love it. Oh, 9 o'clock hero. I would have been an actor, but for a small misunderstanding. My copy of the script said, "Enter Juliet" from the rear.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Another reminder has gone out for the 700 sub special for Pip. I recently had, this is not a joke, I recently had a silver kid born. So most of my, as you can see from the photos, most of my goats are black and white. And from time to time we get a silver one. So there's been one silver boy born this year for my 1,000 subscriber special, whenever that is. We're going to name that goat as a subscriber special.
Nice.
Cool.
Yay. That'd be cool.
Whenever that is. That might be a month down the line. I don't mind.
Goat was
Wait
moaning.
for a name.
Oh, fold.
The name
So,
was fun.
We've got a question for you, Crafty.
Okay.
What do tofu and a dildo have in common?
They are both meat substitutes.
Yay!
Yay! Thank you.
Hey, Jesus!
Holy crap, Amy.
Yes, I
I don't
actually
know what's happening today.
a lot more than I would like to. A lot more than I'm comfortable with.
Oh, 9 o'clock here again. 5 out of 3 adults don't understand fractions.
Why did the banana say to the vibrator, "Why are you shaking? She's gonna eat me."
Oh, dear me.
Oh my god. Seriously, Dick is getting into this now.
He is.
He's on a mission. He's on a mission. What does on an out of business brothel say? Beat it, we're closed.
Oh,
He's on a roll here now.
yeah. Quitty's the sprinkler. I love their intentionally skipping my baby jokes. Yes, we are Quitties.
Not for Mother's Day. Oh, and by the way, happy Mother's Day to every mother out there. And all the dads who do it too.
Because our Mother's Day was in March, I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we have different mothering days.
Yeah.
Happy Mother's Day, Amy.
Thank you very
Only
much.
mother on the platform at the moment.
Oh, she's right, something like that.
And may I say on behalf of all the Shills and all of the fans, you do a great job with Matt.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank
Love
you.
That's the best.
Oh,
He
fuck
is.
it.
He's
It's getting
awesome.
near the end.
Oh,
That ain't
Hey,
happening.
baby.
Oh, come on, Amy. You know you love it.
Oh, come
Yes.
It'll put you over 1,000 if you do. Oh,
Oh, good job.
Rude AB winning.
That
AB
was
said
my
it
first
Good
win
job.
for
That was
tonight, I
awesome.
think.
That was great.
seriously, Dick? Really? You're
No.
your name right there. Why does Santa Claus have such a big sack?
He
The
only
only-
comes once a year. Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, he must
Wow.
have had it hanging between his knees, but
That's why he's always happy and laughing.
yeah, he just
Oh,
goes
no,
around.
no.
You gotta stay.
Right? His sack is empty.
Global Mum, you are terrible.
Oh my goodness, Tatty, what are you doing?
Well, it's near
You know
the
when
end, isn't
Chuck
it?
Norris turned 18,
Yeah.
his parents moved out?
What was that?
I said, did you know when Chuck Norris turned 18, his parents moved out?
Oh,
Oh crap, I could have had it straight.
Oh no.
How the fuck did we end up with that much in the pot?
we all bet 83. Did you not pay attention?
No,
That's
No.
why you're. That's why I'm playing for 108 chips.
I did this to Amy Science earlier on.
I'm reading something and I'm playing a game of Civilization at the same time.
Oh, jeez. And
The
poker.
dedication and the dedication.
Oh, there must be
One game-
somebody.
It's one of those situations that one game is so boring you have to play another.
Oh, wow.
Oh, it's
Nice.
nice.
No one to see
Feels
that.
so
It was
low.
on my screen.
No one to see that.
Oh, Tatty,
Uh-huh.
what sexual position produces the ugliest kids?
Don't know. I'll
This is
ask your
going to be a
parents.
huge pot.
Yay!
I'm gonna ask my mum.
No worries. Don't worry, you guys.
Oh,
I've won this. I've won this. Told you.
Yeah,
Hanji!
I'm glad I thought of that. Fucking
Yeah.
pocket sevens. Nice hand to start with, and then just gave me nothing afterwards.
Well, I just straight into that.
I got a real
Never
nasty
mind.
there. It takes balls to beat testicular cancer.
Oh, heist. Right, we're gonna punch you with all those chips now. We're gonna have to steal all them.
Nope.
If someone holds his legs.
Someone take Dick Dawson's device from him, please.
What's he put
no.
now?
No.
What's he put now?
Which sexual position produces the ugliest kids? Go ask your mom.
Yeah, we did that one with Tatty.
Seriously, someone take his device off him. I think it's dangerous now at this stage.
So my kid threatened to hold his breath until I gave him dessert. He's now passed out on the floor. I don't negotiate first.
Oh, wow.
During this lockdown, I have found something in common with the wife. We both got married on the same day.
Oh, lordy,
Nice 9
lord.
o'clock hero.
Oh, lordy, lordy. I think I have to do something this Friday.
Oh.
I got 100 subs.
Yay!
Hey,
Oh,
congratulations.
Right.
Oh, Mr. Victory, do you have the bloody 3 or
He
the
has
7?
the other 3. He has the
I
3.
think he
my
might have the other 3. He is like this.
Well, Barman doesn't.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does
He just-
because I've got the other 5 threes.
You know, Barman, you're not supposed to tell people what you have.
I didn't
That's
say I had it. I was just trying to decide if he's got it. Oh, we have the
Oh,
7.
congratulations.
Ah.
You had the full house.
See, I
Damn,
was-
I had the
I
6.
I was banking on the 6 as well.
Barman,
Oh, you
you
were?
deserve that.
Yeah.
Walk
Yeah,
on.
I
You did.
did-
That was awesome. Good job.
Yeah. Oh, bugger.
I was
Let's see,
saying,
there's 10 minutes
10
left and we are
minutes.
suddenly getting Larry with spending all the money that we don't have.
Yeah. Oh, what do you call someone who refuses to fart in public? A private tutor.
Uh,
Wait, isn't that conspiracy cards?
Yes, very much so. And fair play to Cats. He turned on his membership on the Baldy Cats channel, his brother's channel, quote unquote.
Yes.
And he did his first members live stream today, and he just couldn't understand it. God love him. But he got there.
Oh, he is fucking tragic when it comes to technology. It's funny
Yeah.
as hell.
I realized that today.
Yeah. Doing stuff with him, he is tragic when it comes to that.
Yeah.
He tried.
I'm gonna help
He
him out.
tried.
Oh, lots of all-ins.
Good
Hey,
job.
Coppers.
oh, yeah.
Well done.
Oh,
It's okay. It's not my money, so I don't mind.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
non-existent money.
yeah.
True.
It's not real.
Exactly.
It's CGI.
It's quite literally CGI.
Aye.
Yeah.
Oh,
Every time I hear anyone say CGI, I think of
Peaky
Freaky.
Blinders.
Blinder.
yeah.
Yeah.
CGI.
CGI.
His sarcasm is awesome too. It makes my wife giggle.
Yeah.
It makes my wife giggle, then it's good.
Ah, he's good, that one. Oh, what's Dick Dawson said now? How many emo kids does it take to screw in a light bulb? None. They just sit there in the dark and cry.
That's not true. What did Glower Mommy? What did the O say to the Q? Dude, your dick's hanging out.
Yay! Oh God, even worse by Dick. Why does Stephen Hawkins do one-liners? Because he can't stand up.
Stand-up comedy.
I have seen
What do you
Stephen
call a
Hawking
flirt
do
with
many
no arms and no
one-liners, to
legs
be
in a
honest.
swimming pool? Bob. Nice one, Quiddy.
All right. What do you call a flirt that gives evidence of the rotation of the globe? Bob.
Yeah.
Oh, German too, right? Interesting.
Yeah.
What do you call a teenage boy who doesn't masturbate?
A
A
weirdo.
liar.
A liar.
Yeah.
What, Nathan?
How many
Nathan?
vampires work at a blood bank? None. Vampires are fictional, dummy. Nice, Chucky.
What do you get when you mix birth control and LSD? A trip without kids.
Way.
Oh, Dick, I'm not reading that one. You hit the
I'll
line.
do it. I'll do it. I live in Ireland. I'm from a Catholic country. I'm allowed to say this one.
I don't think you are. But do it.
Shush.
Nice, AB.
What is the difference between
Thank you.
acne and a Catholic priest? Acne usually comes on a boy's face after he turns 12. I'm allowed to say that one.
Having kids is weird. It's just keeping sperm as a trophy.
Amy, did Serena rob you or what?
I love this one. I love it, Glover Mummy. What did the hurricane say to the coconut tree? Hold on to your nuts. This ain't no ordinary blowjob.
Hey.
I like that one.
What are the worst 6 years in a blonde's life?
Go on.
The 3rd grade.
Yeah.
Nice. Have you noticed how many blonde jokes can actually be transferred to flirts?
Yeah.
All of them.
Yes.
Very much all of them. It's great.
Oh, Global Mum.
The funny thing is, like, we had like a birthday someday, and I was calling my sister a dumb blonde, and then she replied, "I'm not blonde."
Oh.
That's no joke. That's truth.
Oh, there's nothing
Go on,
on
read
this
out
one.
Glover Mummies.
Oh, go on then. Why do women have orgasms? Just another reason to moan, really. And then Dick's one as well. What's the difference between a hippie chick and a hockey player? A hockey player showers after 3 periods.
Wow.
Yay, thank you.
That was the cringiest one of the night.
That was.
Yeah, that was
think-
cringy.
to be fair, his next one's not much better. What's the difference between Michael Jackson and a grocery bag? One is made of plastic and is dangerous to children to play with. The other is used to carry groceries.
Bravo. Bravo.
That's great.
Oh, man. So, I guess this is the last hand, isn't it?
Yeah, it's looking like it, because then we'll finish in plenty of time for everyone to run over to Pips. I've just posted the link for that again.
Yeah.
That'll give me just enough time to run for a smoke in between the 2 videos.
So this is the last one.
This will be last one.
So,
Uh,
sit out
nine,
now?
yeah, if you're already folded, sit out. 9 o'clock hero. Police have confirmed a man arrested after falling into a combine harvester while trying to steal it. Oh, God. Maybe bailed later. Oh, for God's sake, I can't even read because he misspelt it, you bastard. He may be bailed later. Oh, why'd you do that to me, 9 o'clock hero? I struggle with reading as it is. Damn dyslexia.
What gets louder as it gets smaller? A flurf and a trash compactor.
That's good.
Nice.
All right, let's go.
Oh, what have I got? 5, 6. Oh, go on then.
Sure, why not?
Just for the
Come on,
crack.
Daddy.
It's not real money.
Amy did have chips once upon a time.
I did once upon a time. Now they're completely gone. Forget.
Spring to disappeared.
Yeah, they all disappeared. It's okay. Let's see what happens.
Oh, what the hell?
I know.
Go ahead.
What's the difference between a lawyer and a catfish? One is a bottom-dwelling scumsucker. The other is just a fish. There's only... go on, whatever.
So
Last
the
one,
lady comes.
Whoa, good job.
Yes, bitches.
Bravo.
Good work.
A lady comes into a fortune teller who can read palms. She asks, "Will anyone marry me?" The fortune teller says, "No, but you haven't even looked at my palm." The fortune said, "I see it from your face."
Oh, that's terrible. That's a good one to finish on. Right, everyone, the link for Pip's 700 subscriber special is in the description there. Dick, stop posting bad jokes. God, you're telling us to end it and you're posting jokes. Anyone got anything they want to wind up with?
Yeah, well, probably Friday or Saturday I will have my 100 sub special.
Whoop whoop.
I will eventually in the next couple of days hopefully have the next episode of Challenging Conspiracies out. I'm also working on the Debunk Duo video that I've been promising people for the last week. And also again, just a shout out to Jutmonk. We love you.
Yeah, we love you, bro.
Yes,
Get
love you,
back.
Jutmonk.
Get back. We need your hands.
We do need some Jutmonk cranks. Jutmonk runs are awesome. And on that note, if everyone's done, Tatty, press the buttons of doom.
Okay, farewell.
Induction. 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 Ball. Induction. Sphere. Induction. Ball. Sphere. Ball. Induction. Sphere. Induction. Ball. Sphere. Ball. Induction. Sphere. Induction. Ball. Sphere. Ball. Induction. Ball. Induction. Sphere. 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 Ball. Induction. Sphere. Induction. Ball. 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 Sphere. Gravity is not an autonomous field modality.
The fuck did you just say?
Ball. Induction. Sphere. Induction. Ball.